Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another fantastical stream from a couple people. At the moment, I am not the only one who's streaming at the moment, because we are including a couple people such as the TBG, IR528. I almost said Calico. Instead of Grace. And we have a new person with us today, which is pretty freaking cool. Does that person want to introduce themselves at all?
Sure. Hi, I'm Demonic Flare.
Perfect.
Hey, got much to say?
Nice.
Nailed it. Oh my god. Yeah, so that's short.
Right?
Yes. No, it's perfect. Thank you. Yeah, so we have a new person in our midst today. Originally we only had 3 people, and now we have 4, which is pretty freaking dope. Shorty, do you want to go a little bit over just what you've done in terms of like RPGs before? What have you played before? What have you done before?
So the only thing I really super dabbled in was D&D 5e.
Okay.
I ran quite a few campaigns, played a little bit. Nothing too crazy.
Okay. Yeah, and that's I think that's a little bit similar to TBG. TBG, I think, has done a few other like RPGs and things like that, but I think a couple of us have dabbled and a couple of us are kind of new. So yeah, welcome to the group, first and foremost. And secondly, when it comes to rules and stuff, we went over things briefly, but I think we'll go over just like a brief catcher-upper when it comes to how this is going to run, how this is going to go for anybody who's new and or myself, because technical difficulties. So what we're going to be doing today, whenever it comes to any situation, anything like that in this game, we see a whole bunch of counters over here. If something comes up in the game that our mighty pirates over here are going to have to deal with, we are going to have a difficulty and we're going to have a timer. And essentially that just lets everybody know how difficult the thing they have to get over, the obstacle they have to overcome is, and how much time they can do it. When it comes to these cards over here, everybody has a bunch of these kinds of cards that essentially dictate certain personality traits, and people are able to flip them around depending on when they might want to get a +1 die to their roll. And they can also just use it in general to role play and things. Shorty, have you selected any card for your character yet? Do you know which one you're going to take?
Yeah, I think so. Hold on.
Sure. You can pull that one out, and then we will introduce your character in just a minute once we kind of swing into things a little bit. Yeah. There we go.
I would like to say that you took quick, and that's like the red side is careless, and it's amazing.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. The good side,
man.
the main side is pretty important, but the red side is where things get fun. And like I've said before to the rest of our crew, if you decide to be a goofball and maybe roleplay a little bit harder than just min-maxing your way through the game, I like to try to reward that the best I can. TBG has had a lot of bad flop rolls and has just rolled with it, and he will get something coming to him eventually.
Hey, the dice have fucked me over, and all of a sudden God's gonna smile at me. I love it.
Oh god.
Oh man,
It's like in Monster in the Week when you like completely screw up, and just every time you screw up you get experience. That's TBG's journey currently.
if that's the case, I should be like a pirate lord at this point.
Just 20 die. Just the entire thing is lopsided.
Jeez.
Cool. So when picking characters and stuff, once again, Shorty, we will introduce your character in a little bit. But in general, I've made some changes, ladies and gentlemen. I have gotten some props and some models and things like that. Let me see. Oops. Let me click here. Can I go? Aha, perfect. So let me spawn I'm gonna spawn characters that I think work for you guys, but I do have more that I can throw at you guys. So this one reminded me of Ivan, right here, also known as Evil. I have him saved as Evil Inigo Montoya. Is what I have him saved as.
Is that the Spaniard pirate?
Yeah.
I know exactly what that one is. I love the actor.
Let's see. I had a couple options for TBG. There wasn't really, unfortunately, anybody like, I don't know, ethnically correct. Like they're just a bunch of white dudes, which is really annoying. So I was trying to look for like the gruffiest sort of characters to represent yours throughout the pack. Whoever you don't choose, if you choose either one of these two, the other one is going to be playing Duke.
Okay.
So you have.
I am going to choose this one because I want that to be Duke.
Okay. All right. This will be Duke. Then we'll bring him back in a little bit. Well, actually, Shorty, did you want this character at all? Because I can make.
No, I don't.
Okay. I can make Duke. I can make Duke Elizabeth.
Because that is almost exactly how I picture Duke. Because he's like just disheveled and he looks like he's already drunk.
I have this character. If anybody wants to take him, he just cracks me up. Also, I have like 8 of these in stock, so it's whatever.
Those are NPCs for sure. Stock NPCs.
Can that be the guy that we had in the brig?
Pirate could be. Totally could be.
It's Pirate Boomhauer.
It is pirate. All right, let me just start throwing some of the pirate models I have and see. I don't have a whole ton. And a couple of them are reserved for other characters. Let's see. This one's a little bit like extreme for Calico, but it's one of the better models that I found. A lot of the other ones are either just kind of like standard Princess Elizabeth Swan-esque, or there's a ton of maids, which is really annoying. There is
What the fuck are they sideways?
there is Busted T. Busted T is
Wait.
Does she have a
necessarily
hook
bad
hand?
model.
Wait, no.
What was that?
I thought that. Wait, does she have a hook hand? Because that was going to be perfect, but she
There you
doesn't.
go. So I have some of these characters if you want to pick one of those.
Okay. I feel like they're too pretty for Calico.
No, don't worry.
know.
We'll just it's
I vote
I'll
this
take
one.
this one.
Yes.
I was
excellent.
looking through the D&D models and I literally almost got you a ghoul. I almost went
That might have been perfect. Let me
Yeah,
see.
like I wasn't sure.
Oh man.
I don't know if you have that one available.
That I don't have it available at the moment, but I can download it later and we'll see. Why not? Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see who, and then Shorty is the last one. Shorty. I couldn't find anybody who needed like eye patches on them or whatever. I couldn't find anybody like that. I will continue the search though. I do have Captain Jack Sparrow. If you wanted to use him.
That'll do.
Okay, we'll do Captain
There we
Jack
go.
Sparrow for you
Wait,
then.
that was wrong.
All right,
There
I'll
we
pop
go.
these back
Perfect.
in.
I'm kind of sad because we haven't started yet, and I'm almost done with my grog.
Yeah, I'm
I
halfway
don't-
done with my drink.
I don't know if you guys have ever played Pathfinder before, but in the Skull and Shackles Adventure Path, the character model for Grace looks very similar to like Tessa Fairwind, which is also why I picked it.
Also, we've increased our production value, by the way. When you guys run into stuff,
Yeah,
My God, is this
I
a
have
Kraken?
shit to represent a lot of stuff.
that's a
And
Kraken.
Not only that, but if I can get it to work, and I'll have to play around with it in future games. I would like, if you guys are doing sunken ships, to load in a couple sunken ships and have one like floating up top as if it was, at the surface, and then have the floating one like upside down, like near the table, so you guys can see where your character is in the water. So yeah, it's
Nice.
yeah, I've been derping around. I've been playing around. It's been a good time.
This is the production value you guys pay for.
We're getting paid.
I was about to say that. We're getting paid. I'm glad somebody's seeing the money because.
Wait, you guys don't have
let's
subs? You guys don't stream? Like,
It
I
takes a
know I
while
don't
for
stream.
that money to come in.
I don't stream.
Yeah,
It's true. We got
like
subs.
me and Shorty ain't getting paid. Oh, see, on this side of the table, no pay, no pay.
Hey man, what's up? How you doing, man? Here, let me pump. Oh, I just realized. Oh, my mic's been turned down this entire time, and now I've turned it back up. So if anybody's turned me up at all, be ready for me to be really loud.
Got it.
just for warning.
Hard way.
I'm so sorry. Cool. So we're gonna start here shortly. To introduce the character, regardless of where this story actually starts, we're gonna start right after your previous mission. And you guys are sitting at the table in the tavern with Tracy, right? And you guys are sitting around the table, and you pull out an old parchment that you guys found in the previous mission. And it looks something like this.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, hello there.
If anybody wants to read that.
I will vote for TBG to read that.
I knew that was coming.
Fair enough. Excuse.
Beautiful.
This ancient isle does not exist. Unwritten map due prior to miss. Though many a sailor do rage with fists, when miss, their pride be just. A party are first to beach a boat upon this land, the sea a moat, where me Hardy's legacy be wrote, in clay at my guilt's behest.
And when you flip it over, you don't see anything else on the parchment. If you flip it here, it's just the same thing. And that's all you have currently. You're kind of tossing the paper back and forth in your hands, trying to see if there may be anything else on it.
Ah,
Oh my god. Oh my
I'm
god.
trying to read it again.
I'm sorry. I'm tossing it around. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Were you actually? You were just trying to kill the board.
This is why we don't have nice things.
All right.
At least Jack's still standing.
Cool. So you guys are currently sitting in the tavern, and you're looking over this map. And from across the tavern, it's a little bit busy today. There is a certain fellow who is sitting at a table by himself with a tankard of grog, and he's just kind of swishing his grog around a little bit, maybe peering over at you guys here and there. Shorty, would you like to introduce your character physically, in terms of their physical attributes and what they look like, their demeanor?
All right. He is a small, kind of chubby. One eye patch on one eye, dead eye on the left, and a long, scraggly beard. He is missing 3 teeth, and they're all right in the front.
You're new here, aren't you?
I believe that's called the backwards beaver, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Well,
You're new here. What's your name?
that's atrocious. I'm gonna be frank.
I feel like we should trade pirate models.
All right. I be no I Willie.
You
No,
mean
I
no
Willie.
I?
No, I
No
will.
I Willie.
Why don't they call you that?
Well,
I just look look at Ivan's character. I was like, I lift up my eye patch. I was like, are you serious?
Awesome. And so No-Eyed Willie has officially been introduced to the Sea of Thieves. Whether or not No-Eyed Willie can make any friends is up to you guys to roleplay. No-Eyed Willie, you see a spunky ragtag group with some random cocaine-filled girl standing at the side of the table, and they are eyeing up this map pretty curiously. Do you do anything? Do you have any thoughts or plans?
yeah, I'm gonna try and just like walk up and peer over their shoulder and see what they're looking at.
Okay.
Whose shoulder are you peering over?
Good question. Yeah.
We'll go with Ivan.
Ivan, can you give me a roll?
Sure, I will. It's
Just a flavor roll.
yeah.
All right, so you got one victory. So, oh my God, I almost said Theo. Grim, you're looking over this patch of paper and you're kind of twiddling your brain trying to figure out if it means anything or if it's just kind of, scratch. And you don't notice anything in terms of like physical or any lighting difference or anything, but you just get this waft of pure smell that just rolls over your left shoulder, and it's a haunting smell. And you're a pirate, by the way, and this is still like not a good stench, and that's just what you notice.
Even worse than Calico when we first met her.
I don't think. I'm just dirty. Okay, I don't smell bad.
That's how she blocks it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
that makes
cover it
sense.
with the stench.
Deodorizing dirt. Got it. Okay. The hell are you doing here?
Just perusing.
You're new here,
Can
aren't
we
you?
help?
I don't know. Not quite sure.
Well, how'd you get here?
Well, I was sailing and my boat kind of hit the island and I just kind of ended up here.
Is everything fuzzy, or do you remember everything clearly?
Everything's always kind of fuzzy. Can't really see very well.
When you guys end up like peering out the front door, you can see a sloop. For those who've played the game before, that looks like it's been scuttled. It's just starting to like kind of slowly sink in the water, and you can tell it's been like beached up onto the beach, and it's just slowly moving back, and then it just kind of like wigs out and just geometries out of existence.
Like as I see that, without even turning towards One-Eye Willie. So, what was her name, and why did you hate her?
Beatrice, and that's a long story.
Ex-wife?
Nope.
Well,
Well, I don't suppose you're planning on going anywhere anytime soon.
Well, I'm trying to find a way out of here.
Out of here. Where you headed?
Anywhere that's not here.
Tracy ends up walking up from the bar with the tankard, and she goes, "Excuse me, love," and she's looking at One-Eyed Willie, and she just goes, "I don't believe I've seen you before, dearie. What's your name?"
Hey, it's No-Eyed Willie.
No-Eyed Willie. Well, welcome to the Sea of Thieves. I hope you're doing well. And she sees like the mast. No, she sees the bottom of the ship in like the distance, kind of like. She's just kind of like, I hope you have a good time.
Better.
She hands over a tankard to you, just filled with a mead, honey mead, and she just kind of nods at you, and she's like, hope you do well, dearie. And she looks at the rest of the group, just kind of like eyeing them a little bit, and walks over to the bar. Yeah, and so you guys are kind of sitting here awkwardly with each other, and somebody comes running in from outside, and it's for a second you don't recognize them, but then you realize it is one of the merchants. They come in from the Merchant Alliance, and she goes, "Oh God, oh God, not again, not again. Excuse me, is there anybody who can help? Is there anybody here? No?
I'm gonna look over. I'm gonna look over at No, I Willie, and go, yeah, right here, and just point to him.
She runs up and she goes, "Oh goodness, wow, what happened to your eyes? Okay, you're not gonna." And she turns to the rest of you and she goes, "Listen, can one of you help me? Somebody has run off with one of our parcels of cloth, and it's not due for a little while, but we need to turn it in for a shipment shortly. And I was wondering, I'll pay you handsomely if you can bring it back. It's really fine silk. It's from way off in the Ashen region."
So as soon as she mentions pay, I'm just fiddling with like a coin and just handsomely, you say.
Yes. Yeah, at least 300. At least 300, because I'd be making a lot more off it from that. But yes. If you're able to bring it back, I'll pay you. I might even have another job for you if you really want one. They've already taken off, and she kind of points off in a general direction. She just kind of is like gesturing, and she goes, "Listen, if you can just get it back at any time before they start using it to sew things up, that would be grand." Generally, they make their way through, and she ends up pulling up a map because she's got one on herself at all times, really. And she gestures that they generally hang around the Rear Rune Palms, Scurvy Isle, Kraken Watchtower, that sort of area. She sort of circles. And she's gesturing northwest from the wilds that they might be potentially in that area or heading to that area because that's where they have stuff going on.
Okay. Theo just asks, this potential other job, once we finish this one, do we have to pay for it, or is that just free? I assume for free. Yes?
She rifles through a couple pieces of paper and she says, "Yeah, I could give you this one. This would work. Yeah, please. Once again, it doesn't have to be immediate. Just keep them from sewing it up. All right, if you please."
I'm gonna
just look at everyone.
Yeah, we're just looking at each other, and I'm gonna like call them in for like a little huddle. We're just gonna huddle up real quick and just be like, "Okay, so what are we thinking?"
No-eyed Willie, do you join in on the circle?
I do.
Okay.
We're just gonna talk as if he's not there.
Not there.
We're just gonna continue.
Yep.
So we're really huddled in.
Exact
We're
same thought.
just there like, okay, so what do you guys think?
This is 2 jobs for the price of none.
But money is good.
Cheap. Our kind of thing. We're gonna need it.
I mean, it's 300 from this job. Don't know what the next job is, but we don't have to pay to get it.
Okay. Well, if we do this, I have 2 things in mind. 1, we need to ask Duke what he knows. He always knows something.
Ah, yes, Duke.
2, the hell we're gonna do with this guy? I'm just gonna point over at No Eye Willie.
I don't even
Is there
acknowledge
someone
he's there.
behind me?
I don't even acknowledge that he's there. I was like, what guy? Oh, wait.
Who's this guy?
The Willie.
The Willie.
Willie. I kind of like that.
I look at one-eyed Willie and I go, "Do you know how to raise a cell?
Yeah.
Do you know how to plug a hole?"
If I can find it.
Do you have 2 opposable thumbs?
Beggars can't be choosers. Let's go.
All right. Welcome aboard.
Easiest job application ever.
You solved my no-eyed Willie puzzle. Ooh.
Wow.
All right.
All right.
Cool. Yeah. Continue discussing what you want to do, but just
All right. So,
making
like I
sure he's
said,
included.
we have to talk to Duke. If anyone knows what's going on around here, he always knows
Duke's
something.
gotta know about it.
I mean, like, how do we find Duke? He's normally here, but he's not.
I have an idea.
Let's buy
I
some.
swear.
let's
I
some
swear.
Cersei.
I haven't
If
drunk
you just
enough.
ring a bell and just say free alcohol.
No, I didn't drink my grog that's was given to me. So who left their grog on the table?
Yeah. And as soon as you say that, Duke comes flying out of fucking nowhere.
Like Theo just like grabs the bridge of his nose, shaking his head. It's just like it shouldn't be that fucking easy. It shouldn't. It shouldn't.
Duke falls just straight on his face. He gets absolutely launched and he goes, hold on. Let me take that one again. And he goes back. He runs back out the door. And this time you hear like a little like fake. And he comes running in and just lands straight on his feet. And he's like, ah!
Well, if it isn't the leader of the bilge rats himself.
Ahoy, me mateys. What you be wanting and where's me grog?
On the table, you blind fuck.
He runs over to the table and he just scarfs it down immediately and he's like, woo! Acting a little bit too much like he's had some coke. And
I'm gonna look at Calico and be like,
wasn't
what
for
did you
me.
give
Was
him?
not for me.
Okay.
Not me. Nope. Not me. Nope. Not
All
me.
right, all right.
And this time, so usually you've only seen him just kind of by himself, but today he's got a little rat on his shoulder that is that climbs up his leg, climbs up his vest, and then just kind of sits on his shoulder, and he kind of goes, "Oh, you want to live? All right, hold on." And he like takes a little bit of the grog, like pours it in his hand, and like holds it up to the rat, and the rat just goes like, and just like drinks up some of the grog, which is a little bit disturbing to see.
Boy, they really do the bilge rat thing seriously, huh?
It's my kind of rat.
And Duke ends up turning to you guys, and he goes, "This be Sheila. Sheila is part of the bilge rat family. Most of our crew has at least one rat, but they tend to go missing. Some people accidentally swap them around. I don't actually know if this is Sheila. I'm going to be frank. But point being, if you ever want to get our attention, just throw a rat on your shoulder and you'll be one of the men. What were you talking about?"
All right, Duke. What do you know about some stolen cloth from the Merchant Alliance?
He looks at his vest and he kind of pulls it up a little bit. He's like, "Makes a fine vest, now don't it?" I know nothing. I don't know anything. What cloth? I don't understand. Did you go looking for booty? I'm confused.
The Merchant Alliance had a crate of cloth stolen from them. Who would want to steal cloth?
And he sits back for a little bit. He goes, "Oh, you know what? I bet it was the Wolf's Pack. Wolf's Pack generally heads off towards kind of the northwest of the wilds. Yeah, they've been stealing some stuff from the Merchant Alliance. The Merchant Alliance is a little bit more lenient from stealing, whereas gold hoarders, they know they'd lose their head. But yeah, that's about all I know. It's probably somebody from the Wolf's Pack. Could be wrong. I don't know." He goes up to the counter, knocks on it a couple times. Tracy just kind of slides over her beer and he starts chugging another one.
Okay. I'm gonna huddle with everybody, including little Willie over there. I'm gonna just be like, okay,
Big Willie.
do we trust him?
We never trust. I don't know why is this always brought up. We never trust him, but we do it
I think you
anyway.
should trust a man with a rat on his shoulder. I'm just saying.
Willie, you haven't been through the same stuff we have. This man is not to be trusted to a point. His intentions
Duke,
are for himself.
Duke just turns from the bar and he's like, "You know I can hear you."
And we don't care.
Wow. All right.
I'll just point my hook at him. Listen. And I'll look back at Grim. Just say the word and I'll fucking do it.
No. He
Jesus.
saved us. We can just let him drink.
Yeah. And I put my hook down.
Granted, we wouldn't need to be saving if someone else, like, spilled all the beans. But I'm not gonna hold that against them.
Okay. All right. It's okay. I got an idea. Just if you hear me say something, just play along. I'm gonna whisper that to them. And do you guys want to set sail? Do you want to go out?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm ready.
Yep.
Okay. So as we walk out the door, I want to pretty much just bait Duke into thinking that he knows where we're going by saying, okay, we're gonna go northwest of the wilds, but we're gonna head to, and then I'm just gonna say something. Hold on, let me look at the map real quick, and I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna give him the normal route we're gonna take. I'm gonna say we're gonna go straight for Shark Fin Camp, just way out there, just a little bit.
Sharkfin Camp.
Where the hell is that?
It's
Okay, yeah, I see it.
in the wild, somewhere north.
Okay, I see.
And that's it. I'm gonna say that, but going out, so that's the last thing he hears. So just a little misinformation if he is listening.
Sure. Yeah, as you're going out, he says, Wait up! And he brings a tankard over to Grim, and he holds it out and he says, "Listen, I know we didn't exactly get off on the right foot, but no hard feelings." And he holds up the tankard to you for you to take.
I'm gonna gesture for him to drink it. I'd be like, "We'll see you soon." And say, yeah, we'll see you soon.
Sure. He takes a swig and he starts stumbling off in kind of a different direction. Just heading down the thing. You actually see him pass over by the gold hoarders, and he just kind of just keeps going on his way. Yeah, so you guys are standing on an island currently with some weird double blind person standing next to you. What do you guys want to do?
All right, I say we go on the boat and we prep all of our gear, and once we're ready, we have Willie to man the sails on the back near the wheel.
Yes, right by the wheel.
Yes. So I can babysit. I see how it is.
So wait, we have a galleon this time around then, right?
No, we have a break.
Break
Yeah, you still have your
Okay.
brig.
Yeah.
Okay. My question would be, I check stores, make sure we have stuff on the ship.
Yeah, I'm on TBG with that.
Okay.
So when you guys go down and you go to look at your storage, you find everything is empty.
Fuck.
Everything is empty. You look around, you're trying to figure out if there's a storage crate or something you missed, all that jazz, and you start looking around and stuff. And off in the distance, you just hear ding, 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 ding. And when you go up to the top of the deck, the bilge rat ship is sailing away, and you see Duke at the back, who is just like, "Thanks for the second beer, me hearty," and they start sailing away.
I look at Grim, I look at Calico. As I'm walking off the ship, I fucking hate that guy.
One day, Duke. One day. I'm gonna salute him. I know he can probably not see me because he's drunk, but I'm gonna go.
So while we're
Touche.
looking at him, while he's sailing away, I'm just waving at him with my hook, and then I'm saying, "Grim, just say the word, and I'll do it."
Give me the kill
I
sign.
feel like
Give
we're
me
gonna be
the
seeing
kill
him very soon. Very soon.
What do you guys want to do?
I guess get supplies because we don't have any.
Okay. Cool. How would you like to do that?
Do you want to split up and go to barrels around the island altogether?
Yeah.
All right. So
Split up?
what
Oh,
I say, one
dangerous.
person in each, like, like each corner of the island. So like northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast.
Right as you're about to go and start collecting stuff, you're just getting off the dock. You're about to go couple of the barrels and stuff like that, and you hear somewhat of a familiar voice. And wow, 2 burglaries in one day, huh? And you look over, and it's the same Merchant Alliance lady from earlier, and she's like going through her papers and stuff like that. But she kind of glances up at you guys, and she's like, "All right, let me help out a little bit." And she ends up throwing you guys 1 of cannons and bullets, and 2 banana and 2 wood. So you guys have that much currently.
Okay.
You could technically head out now. You could technically head out before, but you technically have that now.
Okay.
I'm gonna set these
Yeah.
over here, actually.
I'm gonna just give her thanks, and I say we all just like search a couple, like the corners, and then make our way back.
Yeah.
Sure. In general searching without having to roll, you guys end up finding a couple more things. You find a little bit of cannon and a little bit of gunshot. Anything else you are going to have to roll for. Where are you guys looking for if you want to keep rolling?
I'll look on the pier.
Okay, just gonna look through barrels. Can I get a roll?
Nice.
Hey, not bad. There you go.
All right. I didn't roll shit.
Yeah, I was just gonna make it like a 2 anyway. So, all right. Yeah. You end up searching the pier. You end up finding a banana and a wood.
All right.
Banana and a wood. Doop doop. Yep. Wooden banana. Cool. And then you guys just need, if you're going for full stock, you just need cannons and bullets. When you check, the rest of you, when you check some of the docks and stuff like that, you don't find anything else.
Okay.
So we can't search anymore. We can't roll for a thing.
You can roll, but you got to get the stuff from somewhere else.
Okay. Yeah, I want to go all the way to the north side, like the island that's a little separate from the main island, and
Sure.
check some crates and some broken barrels, see if anything like flopped over and still good to use.
Okay. Throw a roll.
Oh,
I mean, that's technically one
that's
success.
like a good one.
That's
yeah.
2 successes.
Yeah.
Yep, that is 2 successes. You can just belay this one here. You could technically win this and just take either an injury, a problem, or -1 victory, which would be kind of goofy. Which do you want to do?
I'll just take the 2 victories. I'll just play that, and
Okay.
I'll let someone else roll.
And if we see, and I figured out the way that the hold is supposed to work is that you can put your stuff in the hold, as in you are essentially building up to getting enough to be able to beat the specific solution, the specific problem. So go ahead and roll whoever else was going to do it.
Sure. See if we get some more stuff. Oh,
Whole lot of nothing. What
Not
about
great,
what about the
but
blind guy?
not terrible.
Yeah. What about the
did he
blind
get
guy?
thinking?
Let's see that roll.
Oh,
Wow.
He knocked himself over in the process. He got it though.
And he got it.
Hell yeah.
Let's look
Alright.
at the blind guy here.
Hey, even a blind squirrel finds a nut here and there.
All right. You guys got assisted by literally a blind person to find the rest of
Hey, I can still see out the side.
to find the rest of your stuff, and you are fully stocked up and ready to go.
All right. So we head back, do like a quick restocking of all the barrels in the right spots, and then who wants to take positions where?
I'll take anchor.
Okay.
Put the anchor up. Get ready to put the anchor up.
I mean, if I could still sail
Okay.
and drive us.
Willie, you can grab sails in the back. I will grab sails in the front. After me and Calico put up the anchor together, and then we'll put the sails slowly down.
And Willie, I on the player's handbook over here, like 4 pages in or whatever, there are the different placements for where you can go on the ship.
Okay.
Just so you're aware. So that's there.
I should
Cool.
probably say that.
You guys start heading off. And you start making your way out. You guys really get a good amount of way before literally anything happens. Essentially, you're just kind of sailing for a long time from Sanctuary Outpost, and you make your way way past Lone Cove and all that jazz. You start noticing that the water is getting a little bit more roughly. It's a little bit darker, a little bit more wavy, and the winds are kind of picking up a little bit. And on the horizon, coming from the northwest, from Smuggler's Bay area, is a storm front coming in.
Okay.
You guys are technically I'd say you're like parallel with Lone Cove right now. So if you continue, that thunderstorm's going to kind of come through. If you stop and turn around, you might be able to wait out the storm. But yeah.
Should we just go through the storm and
Say
keep up with
we're
the ship?
by Lone Cove.
Just parallel to Lone Cove.
Yeah, you're kind of right next to it at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So-
say
Can we go around it?
Around Lone Cove?
No, around the storm.
The storm.
The storm is coming in towards you guys, so you're not going to really be able to go around it. It's basically either going to hit you kind of on the back end of your ship on the side as you're going to where you're going to, or if you turn around now, you might be able to pedal back to Sanctuary before it gets bad.
No. Okay.
for the sake of fun, I say we go through it.
Yeah.
All
down to
right.
go through it.
I'm all for going through it.
I say in preparation of getting ready to go through it, I just tell everyone storm ahead, get into position, and I will go to. Wait, do we want to anchor and let the storm literally pass over us while we're anchored and our boat's not going in the wrong direction? What do you guys think?
I mean, if you're gonna go for fun, might as well go all the way through and then hope. Let's see where we're at afterwards.
Okay, so Theo, you keep going northwest, hold that wheel as still as you possibly can, and going against the wind.
This is going to be the most fun ever, said no one.
I will go down and basically scoop up water that's coming from the storm and keep throwing it out as we go. And Willie and Calico, I'm telling you guys to stay on the sails
Got it.
and keep your swords away.
All right.
Actually, I don't even have any weapons, sir.
Oh, you didn't grab any weapons from the armory? Okay, all right.
I'm gonna say that you're able to pick something before this starts. Yeah.
I am going, I guess, yell
let's
at
do this.
Calico. Ask Calico to keep an eye out since Willie can't.
I could go on the crow's nest. I have really not very good vision, but with a spyglass I could see sorta.
Wow.
That on the helm.
All right,
Theo's just
Willie, I'll take over here. I'll take
Willie, that defeats the purpose.
Okay.
Yeah, so Calico goes in the Calico can go in the crow's nest, and Willie can get the sails.
I wouldn't say crow's nest per se, since we're heading into a storm, but to keep an eye out and make sure, something dumb doesn't happen. Like, I don't know, megalodons.
Oh, just keep an eye out. Okay. So yeah, one person could like, if you're whoever's in the front sails can look left, back sails can look towards like the right area. Kind of like get our surroundings. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll just be like taking the water out.
While
from the
you're
storm.
doing damage control, yeah.
Yeah. You, sir, you have to hold that wheel. You can't.
Don't move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I plan on not moving, but we'll see what the will says.
Yeah.
The storm starts picking up a lot, and the waves are kind of crashing against the side of the ship, and the wind is billowing and yanking around the sails, so that the ship is really picking up kind of a rocking motion at the moment. And you guys are watching in every direction appropriately. And who were the two watching again?
Calico and No-Eyed Willie.
From No-Eyed Willie's corner of his eye patch eye, he sees off in the distance when the lightning strikes, it strikes behind a really big wave. It's kind of far out in the distance, but if that wave hits you and you're not ready for it, the wave is going to tip your ship and potentially sink it. So, what are you guys going to do?
Guys, there's a massive speed bump.
Feel free to roll in order. So it'd go. I guess we'll go.
He said it's
We'll
behind
counter-
us, yes?
We'll start with Theo, Ivan. No, sorry. Yeah, Theo, Ivan, Calico, and Willie, in that order.
And he said it's behind us, yeah?
It's
Was it coming from the side?
it's more from your side. It's
So you have to
from
turn
off
the
in the
boat.
corner. Yeah,
Yeah.
you are
Like
gonna have to
angle
turn the
it.
boat.
Okay.
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 In that case, I am going to do my. I will roll and we'll see what happens. But
Okay.
like the premise is, I'm going to do my damnedest to you make evasive maneuvers.
Okay.
essentially.
Okay then.
Oh, for fucked.
The good news is, right? So, this is how I think what happened.
Yeah, what did you do right? What went right first?
So the thing is, so I'm like, oh, that's a big ass waves coming. So I turn to go in the direction of the wave. But what happens is I lose my grip because it's raining so much, and I get decked by the steering wheel.
Yeah, are you taking an injury?
Yeah, I have to take an injury, and then I'm trying to delay the other one.
Okay. You're gonna take an injury. Bop. You are also going to get knocked off the wheel. So
fair.
that's going to be a challenge of 2. You have no there's no timer to get up. However, you need to get up before you can touch this.
That's
Before you can get back to the wheel. So
Just so everyone knows, I have rain, like stormy thunder rain thing playing right now, and it's so fitting.
nice.
awesome. Cool. That's Ivan's turn.
All right.
Go for the roll.
Yeah.
Hey, not bad. Okay. What do you do?
Well, I assume because of that hits, we kind of took more damage, and I'm just basically being able to repair some damage that we took from the back, and successfully get the repair done in time to keep scooping the water, so it's not filling up that much for us to be in trouble, but enough for me to manage still by myself.
Sure. That's going to take that down. Calico.
So at this point, is TVG still on the helm at all, or?
Technically, no.
TPG's
It
Yeah,
happens
TVG
at
is
once, I
currently
guess.
down.
Yeah.
Okay, so, I guess from the corner of my eye, I'll notice that Theo is not on the wheel, and I'll run all the way over to it
Sure.
and try to keep it still. Are we turning it or are we keeping it still at this point? We're turning it.
We were trying to turn it in, like, I guess, en route with the wave, so it like doesn't hit us directly from the S.
So
Yeah.
I would say since he got off of it, the wheel is probably like turning because of the wind and everything.
Yeah.
So you just have to stop it and like keep it
So it
going
wouldn't
in that
turn so
angle.
much.
Yeah. So you can keep it at an
so
angle.
it wouldn't. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So that's what I would. Okay.
Big money, big money, big money. Big money.
Okay, cool.
Nicely done.
I did.
So, yeah. So you turn the ship towards the wave. You look ecstatic. Shorty,
Uh-huh.
what up?
I guess the best thing for me to do would be to stay on the sail,
Okay.
slow it down when as we get closer to the wave, so we
Sure.
can turn into it and get
Sure.
just over it.
That works.
I believe in you.
That's good. 'Cause I don't.
Yes.
Hey, there you go. Awesome. So when you end up doing that, sorry, you narrate. My bad. You narrate your victories. Take it away.
So as we get closer to the wave, I'll start closing down the sail so that it snaps around a bit.
Cool. Theo, coming back to you. So you're on the ground and you're attempting to get back up. While you're over by the edge of the boat, you are able to take a glance into the water, and you're noticing that there are rocks that are visible in the water. And because of your view advantage, you can see that you guys are actually going to be turning into some rocks that could potentially damage the bottom of the boat. You are currently still turning it towards the wave appropriately, and you might still have time to do that, but you've just noticed that now that is what you got to deal with that in some way or another.
Okay.
Also, Calico is currently on the wheel. If you want to just abandon this clock here, you can abandon trying to get to the wheel, and instead you can go do something else about that if you want.
Yeah, I will abandon that and yell out. We're getting ready to hit rocks. I'm gonna drop anchor so you can turn.
Okay.
Okay. Since I took an injury,
Wait, what
Oh.
side of the rocks are they on?
I guess whatever side I'm at. I don't know.
You guys are starting to head into the rocky area. You
So
guys
it's
are
in front of us.
you're starting to turn into it, so it's the idea is you're gonna have to dodge that wave, and then you're gonna have to make sure you don't roll over those rocks.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Theo, did you want to roll for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I want to. It's just if the dice love me or not.
Oh, you forgot to die.
Well, I took an injury.
Oh, that's right.
Did you want to use a banana?
You got the victory. Rock it.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll take the banana afterwards because it's like
Okay.
It's like
Priorities.
as an afterthought. I'm just like, oh shit, I should probably
Sure.
heal so I don't die. But
Yeah, no, that's fine. Cool. Yeah, so you did that. How did you manage on taking that out? What did you do there?
So like I said, I yell out that we need to make a sharper turn to get into the to avoid these rocks and to get into the wave. So I just like kick the anchor to drop it real quick so it can turn sharply, and then I'm working to like bring it back up.
Sure. Yeah, and you do that, and it ends up hitting you can feel it kind of chunk into the bottom of the ocean, but now you have to get that anchor up as quick as you can. Ivan, there is still one tick left on turning into the wave appropriately, as Theo's been working on a different problem. What are you doing with that?
I don't think I should come up. If anything, I think I should continue, because if we kind of get eyes off the water intake on the boat, then it's gonna be harder for them to maneuver the ship because it's gonna be heavier. So I'm gonna keep going and keep scooping out water and hopefully avoid damage.
Cool. Hey, there you go.
So at that
And how
point,
did you go?
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna like be just scooping out the water, like have a nice rhythm back and forth, doesn't get too hectic, and I can just kind of peek out from the stairs and see if they're doing well.
As you peek out of the stairs, and you're bilging out the water, when you peek out, you see the wave coming straight onto you guys, and you guys have managed to turn appropriately and line up for that wave, and it just starts passing on over. Can I get a roll from Willie and Calico? It's just a flavor roll.
Okay.
That did not work out.
Sure.
Hey! It's still a victory, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. When the wave starts passing over, you two manage to duck into kind of a crevice and just hold on for dear life, and it just goes, and you all get absolutely soaked, but none of you end up falling off whatever station you were trying to work at or whatever you were doing. Cool. You guys have been shouted at that there are rocks currently in front of you guys that you're going to be going towards. The anchor has gone down, but the anchor is currently not up yet, and you guys are just sitting while the waves are pounding against you. What do you do?
I'm gonna yell out like, we should just wait out the storm while we're anchored, and see what everyone else wants to respond.
It depends on like how big the storm looked like prior to us like driving into it.
It's pretty bad.
Are we
great.
at the eye of the storm yet, or is it still like the first wave, or maybe last wave?
You kind of are just in the middle of the storm. It's kind of hard to tell. I would say that it doesn't look like it's going to increase.
Okay. So I feel like we should wait it out. The anchor is down, so I figure I have no reason to be on the helm right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Like
So-
if we're gonna wait it out, I suggest we pull up sails.
Okay.
If
Really?
we're gonna wait it out, I'm gonna pull out my my hurdy-gurdy.
No, the back's already up.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the front sail.
Yep.
So while we wait it out, we all just like play music together, just kind of wait it out.
Y'all are insane.
Let's
Yeah,
not get electrocuted though by the lightning.
How do you go about dodging that, Calico?
I would rather hide at the bottom since I have a metal hook. You know, I cannot.
Oh.
I don't want to be exposed. I don't want to be exposed here, so I'll play my music from below.
Good job not creating a problem for yourself.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, if I sing this sea shanty, do I
Yes.
get a bonus? Yes. Okay. So, while everyone's playing, Theo's just belting out, in the middle of the storm. What would you do with a drunken sailor? What would you do with a drunken sailor? What would you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Well, she rises early.
Save his belly with a rusted razor. Save Willie's belly with a rusted razor.
At the same time, I'm like drumming with my peg leg.
Oh god, that's the best.
You
Yes.
guys do realize you just managed to make Willie look like the most sane person on the boat. Right?
Oh, he thinks he
I'm just confused.
Come on, you have an instrument. Join us.
Yeah. So you guys are partying around on the boat. You end up laying anchor, which just like you guys kind of stay within the sort of rocky area. You're getting rocked back and forth, but you're not getting carried anywhere. You're not getting smashed against the rocks. And after a period of time, the rain slightly dies down. The clouds get a little bit lighter. The sea kind of lets up a little bit. It's still storming, but you can tell that it's gone past at this point. And when this all ends up kind of calming down a little bit, you guys can finally see through the rain and all the crazy, the couple of islands ahead of you, the 3 islands that were pointed out before. You can see them either to, it's going to be either to your northwest, your northeast, or your southeast, because you are kind of in the middle of them.
Okay.
Okay.
What island are we supposed to be going to?
Well, we know that their location is somewhere northwest of the wilds, so we have to basically look in those 3 islands. I say we go to the Watchtower, Kraken Watchtower.
I mean, I like the sound of that.
Oh god.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready. I'm down. I'm down.
I
for
thought
the
they were
count.
by Scurvy Owl, and sometimes I hang out between Raccoon. Wait, is that Raccoon? Rear Room Palms. Oh, did I hear that wrong?
Picaroon palms. I think it's
There's
the
so many giant fingers poking this map. By the way, Shorty, if you're looking at the map, you can hit M to magnify.
Yeah, I was over there.
Okay, just
I
making
left because there was a lot of fingers.
sure. Yeah, right.
That's what. Never mind.
That's how I feel.
There's more than I could count. I was like, I'm out.
Everybody fingering a map. All right. So, where are you guys going again? Sorry.
We're going that
Kraken Watchtower.
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna go to the east. Sure. Yeah. So you guys start heading out. In that direction, and you can tell that you have turned out of the storm. You're starting to sail out of the storm, whereas the other 2 islands are still kind of covered in the clouds. You end up popping up to said watchtower, and there's not really anybody there that you can see at first. There's just kind of there's just like, you know, the general mountains, the trees, the kind of stuff that's on there. You can see some of the watchtower construction that's out. And that's kind of all you see at the moment.
I'm gonna say we go out for supplies, for a little supply run, and just scout the island a little bit.
Yeah.
Scout the island first, grab supplies if we can. Vote 2 people go off ship, 2 people stay on ship. And while I do that, I want to say if anything goes wrong, 1 shot in the air.
Okay.
Okay. I'll stay on ship. That's fine. I'll just trade out my my pistol for eye reach.
Okay.
Who else wants to go? Who wants to stay?
I want to go out and scout the island, find some stuff.
I will stay and harass TBG.
I don't agree with this plan.
You have no choice.
Okay.
Awesome. So 2 of you embark off of the island, and you start making your way onto it, just kind of checking it out slowly. And 2 of you are currently on the ship. What are the people doing on the ship currently?
I'm keeping a lookout from the crow's nest.
Sure.
I'm below the crow's nest looking around, yelling up to him just randomly about random things.
I would like to point out from your perspective, Shorty, or should I say Willie, you can't see much of anything from down below, or you can't see anything that Theo up in the crow's nest wouldn't already be able to see.
Oh yeah, no. I'm this is just Tuesday though.
Okay. Just making sure. So Theo's just got this crazy nut who's just actually, you know what? Can I get a roll between Theo and Willie real quick? Just once again, it's a flavor roll.
Okay.
All right. So after a while, Theo, you start getting a little bit distracted by these just random ass call outs of just like shark here, there. And at some point, like you just kind of look down for a second and you're just like, what are you? And as soon as you bring your spyglass back up, you can see from behind the watchtower, there is a sloop right next to the island that is starting to turn around the island.
Like turn and leave?
It's going from the northeast side and it's rotating around to the south side.
Okay. Question: can I find Grim and Calico quickly with my spyglass?
When you look down, the Watchtower Island isn't too large, so you can see them just kind of making their way up. And for you two who are currently on the island, you haven't seen anything yet. There's no skeletons or anything that you've found. You've seen like a couple of barrels and maybe some torches and things like that, but you haven't seen anything of value or of anything of danger yet.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, after I find them with my with the spyglass, I'm gonna quickly switch to the eye of reach, find them again, and then shoot in front of them.
Like in front of like the floor, or like just right over us so we can see it.
No, in front of the floor.
Okay.
The floor in front of you guys. Like not like directly in front, but like a good 10, 15 feet.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the bullet just goes ping and flies off and hits a piece of wood. Both of you like kind of like turn back quick and you look at the brig, and Theo's up at the crow's nest like shooting towards you guys.
At that point, I'm like, let's head back to the ship, quick, double time, and we start sprinting over to the brig again.
Well,
And
I'm like gallivanting over with my leg. I can't run that well.
And if go ahead.
I would say I was gonna yell down to One-Eyed Willie, to what? Not One-Eyed, No-Eyed Willie. I was like, hey, start manning the cannons. Looks like we're gonna have company relatively soon.
Yeah, straight to the cannons.
Can I after getting on board, can I look to see any flag symbols on it that resemble a wolf or whatever?
Sure. You give a gander because it's pretty close. You don't even need an eyepiece or anything like that. And you're noticing that it doesn't have any sort of symbology on it or anything like that. It's kind of like basic sails, and this is a sloop, so it's a smaller ship.
Flags.
And when you get a good look at the deck, you see 4 basically bumbling idiots just like running in circles on the deck, and 2 of them you recognize as Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Oh my.
Oh.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum are currently fighting with a crate of cloth, and they're just kind of pulling it back and forth like, and they're just going back and forth with that. And there's 2 pirates that you don't recognize. One is a female captain-looking figure who is at the helm, just kind of, and then there's another one that is kind of this older gentleman with a eye patch over one side, his left eye, and he's kind of running around to the sails, like trying to put him down quick and all this jazz. And they seem to be struggling a little bit. What do you guys make of this ship? What do you want to do? What is your objective?
I got a plan.
I'm already in the crow's nest.
I got a plan.
You're in the crow's nest.
What if we do this plan of attack? We kind of slowly put our ship in position to fire cannons, and then we send 2 people out to go underwater, pop up on each side of the ladder on the sloop. And because there's 4 people, we kind of like, the plan is to pop up at the same time, grab one of each person on each side and kind of like hold them, and so that way the other 2 won't do anything because we have the other 2 in our hands. Probably a hostage situation right now. You know.
That sounds way too much like work. I am for the like like we pull up and then hey you guys and then like launch cannons and like I reach shots aiming mostly at like the two competent personnel.
So
and
you
then
just want to attack
walk
the ship
over.
and just get everything after.
I say we take out the competent people and then bully the retards. But that's me.
I mean, yeah, that's not a bad idea because they don't know what to do. We could just trick them into doing whatever the fuck, like do whatever we need to do to mess with them or something.
I know that sounds mean, and I apologize. But see if these is like survival of the fittest or smartest. We're both.
Okay.
Wow.
Kind of way out on the dumbest part. So
Okay.
I believe in you, Grace.
Okay. So in one sentence, what do you guys want to do?
I'll go with TBG's plan, and we will. You want to take him out with like cannons or Eye of Reach?
Both?
Okay, so we'll position the boat to fire cannons and Eye of Reach. So two cannons being launched over, and 2 Eye of Reaches being sniped over, trying to take them out.
Okay.
If our cannoneers could aim towards their sail, that would be great.
Sure.
Or the
You guys have a few different problems at the moment. Having pulled up to this island, you guys are not facing currently to be able to hit them with cannons. So your first problem is that you are not facing currently the right direction to be able to hit them. Secondly, you currently have either your sails are up because you came to kind of park, or your anchor is down. Which one do you want? We'll say.
I would prefer anchor down.
The anchor's down. Okay. So we'll say the anchor is currently down, stopping you from being able to turn. And your main consequence is if you don't take out this ship, it's going to get away.
Okay. So I say 2 of us work on one problem, 2 of us work on the other.
Yeah.
So TBG, you
we'll
want to go
work on-
first?
Yeah, I'll work on I guess raising the anchor.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
We can retroactively say that you healed yourself if you want to take an injury. Unless you already healed yourself. Oh, yeah, because you have the 3.
Mm-hmm. I will, I guess, take the injury, say I get chunked by the anchor because I'm trying to do it by myself.
Okay, so you'll end up losing 1 die from that. And then, yeah, that the anchor has not been raised.
I will go for the anchor, help him out. After I've seen him completely fail,
Okay.
I'll do that.
Woo! All right, so you managed to get 1. You're gonna take that injury. Okay, cool. So you're gonna keep that. You're gonna keep that victory. Nice. Cool. What about you guys over there? What you gonna do?
I want to work on like manning the cannon, so I want to like load them up to get us prepared for this.
Okay.
Oh, shit. What?
Yeah. Go for that. We'll apply that to orange. Okay.
Okay.
So that's gonna take 1 off that. Which means you've started putting the cannonballs in. You're almost done with that, but the ship does still have to be righted in order for that to work. So I will say the next one has to be either like helm or sail or anything like that. Willie, what you want to do?
We have to get the sails up again, and the anchor up, or just the anchor?
You essentially you're gonna have to get the anchor up and then be able to work on turning the ship right / getting things ready, and then after that you'll be able to start pummeling the ship that's trying to sail away.
I'll go help Theo with the anchor.
Okay. I'll count the chest on that one. So that is going to automatically get you a win. So just feel free to take the belay, unless for whatever God knows reason you want to take another problem.
No, I'm not that crazy.
All right. So that one is gone. Theo, you've seen that problem has disappeared. You can work on the next one, which is just getting the ship towards the other ship, and that can either be sails or helm or anything like that.
So sails already down. I'll start turning towards.
Okay. Let me get a good old zoom in shot on this dice roll.
God, why do you hate me?
Okay. So let me narrate.
It's like I slept with Lady Luck's sister and she found out. Jeez.
Take another injury.
Right.
We have stock on the boat.
You right?
I mean, sure, it's fine.
Okay.
I didn't want those legs anyway.
All right, Ivan, what are you gonna do?
Oh my God.
We have another like whole turn to adjust. I'm gonna run down and grab a banana for both me and Theo.
All right.
From our
that's
stock.
legit. That's legit.
Now, if he was to eat a banana, does that heal him and gets both his die or just one?
Just one.
Okay, so I want to grab 3. Like I want to grab enough for us to like restock and also him be like back to normal with one in his inventory.
Sure. And that will take a turn for you to go down and grab those things. Okay. So you do that. I'll say that you I'll say that you grab those 3.
Do I need to roll for it or just does it skip my turn?
No, we'll just say you skip your turn.
Okay.
For the love of God. And we're gonna say those are currently. You can put one in your inventory. We're gonna say these 2 are over here. Just you're carrying those. Cool. Calico.
So I'm guessing this anchor is still like
No, the
kicking
boat
our
needs
ass.
to be turned.
The boat needs to be turned.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's on the helm right now? Nobody.
Don't believe
Apparently
anybody.
no one, because dice.
I'll try to turn this boat around, I guess. We're like
Sure.
what? We're not we're not
You have
them at all.
1 point of difficulty. Oh, and 2 turns down. You have 1 point of difficulty to just turn the ship. We just got to get 1 victory point.
Okay, so I'll roll to turn this shit.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping to get a good one. Okay, cool. Thank the Lord.
We'll take that. So that smacks that pretty well. I'm gonna say that's going to throw 1 on that timer. In addition, you guys managed to aim the ship right at this as it's like trying to turn away from you guys as it's going over here. So you guys are aimed perfectly to be able to just start shooting at this thing, and it's a sloop, so it's gonna hurt.
So I say.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say by then, since we have everything up, I can fireworks. I can just give TBG or Theo the banana that I got, and I can run to like by the wheel above, since it's like a little higher, and I can use the Eye of Reach while 2 people man the cannons.
Sure. Yes. You can hand off the banana and get into position. You won't be rolling for anything in this turn because we'll go over to Willie. But TBG, I can literally just take one of these bananas right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then next turn you'll choose whether or not you want to heal up or if you want to just roll with 2. So that'll be your choice. Yeah. So Willie, you've seen the ship line up. Everything is pretty golden. The other people on the ship haven't even taken a chance to like shoot at you guys because they're just kind of inept. So Willie, what would you like to do?
She loaded up cannons earlier, right?
She did.
Yeah, I did.
She did.
So
Load up cannons.
I'm gonna fire.
You can take an immediate shot. Go for it.
Oh,
Okay.
success.
So that's gonna take this down by 1. You
Look at
managed to
everybody having like success and stuff.
TVG, I swear to God, your time will come, TVG. Your time will come. I promise. It'll happen.
When I'm dead.
Speaking of TVG's time, TVG, what do you want to do?
Like with the banana still in mouth, I'm gonna take a shot at who's ever piloting the other ship.
Sure. Go for it. You got a victory. You can either choose to belay your victory, you can take an injury, or you can take another problem.
It's fine. I choke on said banana. But I do hit. And then I guess on my next turn I'll waste.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna choke on the banana.
Yeah.
You can take this right. Like I'll take this one right away. So you can keep 2 dice. So you choke on banana, but as you choke, you just go and just launch a fucking cannonball straight into it.
Oh, nice.
The people on the other ship are currently just swirling around in circles. They are panicking. The 2 still haven't let go of the stupid box of fine cloth, and the captain has gotten really angry at both of them. She is now going to start running over, and she's going to start shooting you guys with a cannon. You guys have a timer of 3 with a difficulty of 3 to essentially kill this ship off before she's going to start shooting at you.
Okay. Wait, because was she on the helm? Because that's who I was shot at.
Oh, you shot the person on the helm?
Yes.
Oh, okay. The older gentleman's going to take this place instead then. However, because you've done that, this ship is now just stuck doing a small spiral, and there is nobody's going to be doing any maneuvering of any kind now that that's going on. So you have the old gentleman who's currently shooting at you, but this ship is currently just going to stay on track. There is nothing that's going to currently be able to reverse it or do anything to change its trajectory. Ivan, what's up?
Just out of curiosity, can I get like can I just look with my eye of reach right before I shoot and just see if there's any like TNT barrels maybe in the crow's nest or hiding away that's visible so I can shoot? Do they have any supplies that's visible?
Whoa!
I'm gonna say that you don't see any TNT. You do see some. You do see a treasure chest on there.
Ah, okay. Well, with that, I'm gonna take my shot at the person, the old guy on the cannon trying to shoot us.
Okay. So you're gonna work on this problem solution.
Yeah.
Awesome. Go for it. Oh, that was really close.
Oh God.
Awesome. And that was with your eye of reach?
Yes. Wow, I forgot to change my screen. Yeah.
Do you shoot him in the face? Do you shoot him in the arm? What you doing?
Well, I assume like because he's like on the cannon, like putting the ball in, about to fire. The face is probably the most visible. Like I'm going for the bank. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you do. When you end up taking a shot, it doesn't hit him, but it shoots basically the cannon, and you can tell he gets a bunch of shrapnel that just goes and just like sprays him with shrapnel. So he's still up and he's trying to do stuff with the cannons, but you did manage to smack him in the face.
Gotcha.
Great
success.
Cocaine. What's up?
I decided that I want to man another cannon and then like aim it towards the back of their ship to hopefully hit the lady that's on the helm.
Sure. How many people do we currently have on the cannons?
2.
So we don't have any more cannons available at the moment.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Because we shot both already. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, no.
Shoot with the.
She would be the second person on the cannons.
Was she?
I would be the
Yes.
second person.
Theo
What?
is sniping.
Yeah, I'm sniping.
Theo's sniping.
Grim is
People on
sniping.
Guns.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Take the roll.
Jesus
Holy
Christ.
shit.
Baby.
Go, girl.
And that was
baby, it's a
that was
triple.
just shooting the other ship, or was that shooting somebody in particular?
The person at the helm.
I was trying to aim really for her, but mainly to the back of the boat where she is.
There is currently nobody on the helm at the moment.
Oh, okay, well then I'm just hitting the boat.
Okay. So that's gonna take out the boat. And that's gonna stop this encounter as well because I mean you fucked them up. So yeah, when you guys end up you've just been pelting them with bullets, you've been pelting them with cannonballs, you've been just hitting them with basically everything under the sun besides yourselves. And after enough pummeling, you see Tweedledee and Tweedledum jump off the edge of the boat with that crate still in their arms. The older gentleman ends up getting kind of rocked back and forth, and he ends up falling into the hold. He falls down the stairs, and the captain is nowhere to be seen, but she got shot away from the helm earlier.
Oh.
And you see this ship just slowly sink, and it's going down. Did you guys want to try to get anything that was in the ship?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if anything was in the ship. 'Cause I didn't see it.
I saw a treasure, so I will shout that treasure afloat, or not afloat because it's in the boat. There's a treasure on the boat, and I will get ready to shoot myself out the cannon. So kind of go directly to the boat as it's sinking, kind of get that head start.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, depending on how successful you are with this, I'll increase the timer for.
You said Tweedledee and Tweedledum still had the
Crate, yeah.
crate
Yeah.
of silk.
Yeah, they have the.
That's who I'm aiming at.
Okay. Let's see whose turn. Whose turn is it?
It's Willie's.
Who went last? It's Willie's turn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Willie, the ship is currently sinking. What do you want to do?
I heard him talk about the treasure.
Yep, there's treasure somewhere in the ship. I'll say in like the back. It's a somewhat easily reachable area, but it's in the back hold section of the ship of the sloop. And then you saw Tweedledee and Tweedledum jump off the other side with the cloth crate.
I'm gonna shoot myself towards the treasure.
Okay. Feel free to give me a roll, and we'll see how that goes.
He just gets in the cannon.
Yep. Straight up just climbs in the cannon, and he's like, I'm ready.
Head sticking out, looking. Wait.
Oh no.
All right.
Soon.
Theo.
Any day now.
Theo, please. Theo. Please.
I mean,
What you gonna do?
where are Tweedledee and Tweedledum like swimming towards? I assume.
You guys are next to the island, so you can presume they are currently behind the ship. They're not really visible, but you can presume they're going to swim towards the island because that's kind of the only safe space they have.
Okay. I guess I'll climb down, and then I'll hop in the other cannon. and try to
Sure.
shoot myself over.
Yeah, go for
Cutlass
it.
first, and then
Sure.
try
Are you
to.
gonna shoot yourself on the island and like be there before them, or try to go exactly where they are?
That depends. How far is said island?
We should be right by it
you
still.
Yeah, you guys are in this ship right here is your guys' ship. You're kind of like right here. This is supposed to be the island right here.
Okay.
So you guys are right next to it, and then this ship went down. So supposedly, Tweedledee and Dum might start going this way, like around to try to swim to the island, but you can't see them yet.
Okay, I guess I'll go towards the island, and then try to not die. Here we go.
You didn't hurt yourself.
He's also in the
Progress.
cannon.
What? I would like to say this is progress.
It is. It
I
is.
guess, how's it going, Theo?
Just stay in the cannon. Just stay in the cannon. We got you guys.
No. So what happens is like I get in the cannon and I go to like pull the cord, but my arm's stuck.
Oh,
So I just like I look at Grim, help, little help.
You know what your arm got stuck on? Your arm got stuck on Shorty because you're both in the same damn cannon.
oh my
I
You guys are
appreciate
trying
it.
to chase Tweedledee and Dum, and look who you are.
Okay. All
All
right.
right.
So on my turn, I will shoot the cannon that they're both in, and let nature take its course with them flying in the wind, and hopefully they, hopefully
Make it out alive.
hopefully Willie gets like in the water by the ship, and Thea doesn't get too far from where he wants to go.
Sure. Go for yeah. I mean, try to aim.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna aim. All right.
My God.
I can see it now. Like I go turn the fucking cannon, hop in. What the hell are you doing over there?
Oh my god. This is ridiculous. Look at these fucking dice. It's
You know
all
what happens?
bones.
You know what fucking happens? You go to shoot the cannon to launch him out. You just shot a regular cannon out the other cannon. You just shot the wrong cannon. So those two idiots are sitting in a cannon with each other, and you shot the wrong cannon.
I'm just standing there.
They're getting away with
I
the
was
cloth.
dumb one. I thought
No,
I
I mean, they have nowhere to run.
I just poked my head out of the cannon. What the hell's wrong with you? We're in this one.
This one, you idiot.
All right. Yeah,
can't be as
Calico,
dumb as the both
what are you
of
doing?
Okay, I'll take a crack at this then. I will try to. I'll
I
shoot
see
them
what
out
you did
this cannon. I will shoot them out of this cannon. Oh shit, this is not my dice. Okay. I swear for goodness, if I do not get a good
believe.
roll on this,
Oh, thank God, thank you.
let me be the one to finally fix this whole thing.
Holy
I thought I
cow.
was the one who was crack-headed and dumb-minded, and everyone else is just out here doing some crazy shit. For
Hey,
no
that
fucking-
I would like to
storm-
point out I have very, very, very good plans. The dice also hate me.
Yeah, so you end up getting this shot off, and like usually Calico's a pretty good aim, right? Pirate for days, cocaine power. In this instance, because you have two people in the same cannon, you just kind of hear a thump, and you just see two bodies just kind of and they kind of fly off in the general direction that you want. But both Willie and Theo land in the water next to the sinking ship and next to the island. Pretty like basically, let's see, where in between. I'd say you guys land kind of like right here-ish. And so you would be able to swim to the island if you wanted to. You'd be able to swim to the ship if you wanted to. And when you guys get over to here, you guys can see the other two with the fabric trying to swim past right over to you guys. You're both looking at each other in the water.
Nice.
Keep in mind, there is another treasure chest that is in the ship, but it is going to sink in one turn if you don't get it. You guys have managed to place yourselves in a way that you are able to get to the two, but if you're going to go after the treasure very specifically, you've got to work on that. Not Theo. Willie.
I'm going for that chest.
Oh my
You're going
god!
for the chest.
He's
All
gonna
right, you're gonna swim this way.
Yep.
Swimming over here.
He's gonna die.
There we go. That was the right button.
Oh,
Shit.
All right.
Oh no.
Do you want a new problem? Do you want an injury, or do you want this to just cancel out your roll over here?
I'll take the injury.
Okay, so you end up you start swimming over to this boat, and at some point, as it's sinking, one of the sails comes down and just whaps you in the head as this boat is starting to sink down. But you do manage to get over to the boat, and you're over next to where you can get in for the hold. Theo.
I just found out there's treasure on the boat, so let's be greedy.
Okay.
oh.
I should have swam for the island.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Alright.
Okay. Yep. Shorty, did you want to immediately fix that injury you took with the banana?
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay.
Otherwise, you would lose a banana. All right. Yeah, Ivan, how do you want to rectify the situation? Currently, you have two guys who are swimming towards the sinking ship, and you have Tweedledee and Tweedledum, which I should get. Fucking, what am I doing? I have humans. Let me.
Do
Have those NPCs.
Yeah,
funny,
that's what I'm gonna
the
do.
funny NPCs, yeah.
Well, I want to tell
Tweedledee and
Calico
Tweedledum.
to go after Tweedledee and Tweedledum while I help out these two. And what I want to do is I want to harpoon the ship to buy them a little more time.
Sure.
Like we did the first time, because holy hell, we only got one turn and they will die.
Bruh.
All right. So there's
The
that.
story
So you,
of my life.
you two are over here. These two are currently going over to the island. You guys know they're kind of stuck. So, yep. Feel free to do your harpoon.
Okay.
Let's see how it goes. What do you want?
Oh my god.
What you want, Ivan?
Okay.
Injury or
I'll just
it's either
I'll just
injury
take
or
an
problem.
injury. I'll take an injury and use the banana right away.
I'll take the banana. Yep. You
I would
stuff
like
a
to-
banana in your mouth.
I would like to point out this is why the player's handbook says roll first, narrate second.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
Bruh.
All right, Calico. You've got one roll. You could say this is a stressful situation if you wanted to flip your card over to the brutality to get an extra dime. If you want.
Oh, yeah, I totally forgot about that. What was my plan of action? I was what?
Well, I told you to go after Tweedledee and Tweedledum. However, I failed on saving them. So like, maybe what do you want
The
to do?
harpoon? Lord Jesus. I feel like
Please save us with your god rolls.
I mean I need to save you guys somehow so we can get these guys because they're still currently fighting over it, aren't they? We're going towards
Alright.
the island. Or
I would
something?
Here's your
say
additional die.
harpoon the thing so they can have more time to like
the
get
boat,
out.
harpoon the boat.
Yeah, because if
Anchor
it goes
onto us,
down, they're
okay.
gonna die.
All right, I'll roll for that.
Thank
Oh
you,
my
Jesus.
God.
I
Thank
mean, you
Jesus.
just
What is on my side today?
there you go. So
my
we're gonna
God.
increase that by a few. Yeah, we'll increase it by the amount that you just did.
Thank Jesus.
Do you actually I'll give you the choice here. You can either get 2 on the timer, or you can get 3 on the timer, sorry. You can get 2 on the timer. You can get 1 victory towards this. So I'll take this down a difficulty thing or whatever. Or you can have 3 against the timer, so you'll have 4 rounds total to get it.
I'll do 3 against the timer.
3 against the timer. Okay,
Times.
so you'll have 4. Cool. Yeah. So you expertly just swoop and manage to get a hold of the ship before it's going down. Basically, right at the crow's nest. The ship is pretty much almost sunken, but it is stopped in the water temporarily for the others to be able to try to get that chest out. I keep wanting to call you Shorty,
Willie.
and then I look at your name over here, and I'm like, no, his name's Demonic. Wait, no, your name is Willie. Willie, what would you, you're outside a sunken
I
ship.
want that chest.
All right, you go get that chest, boy.
We bought you time. Or she bought you time. Oh, thank God.
All right, that's 1. There you go. Technically, this timer goes down because that round finished.
TBE.
Theo, what you up to? That's 1.
Jesus. Man, it's hard out here.
I know what I'm gonna do, but I'm going to say it after.
Yeah, you should probably roll first, and then hope.
Yes.
Okay.
That's 2 victories. I
Yeah,
like it.
Yeah.
I'll belay that and like take 2 victories. I
Okay.
want to go get to the island and kind of try to cut off
Oh, gotcha.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Since we bought them more time, I'm not gonna pay attention to them. I'm just gonna go on the island and kind of beat them there.
Sure. Yeah, and like I didn't even have a difficulty for launching yourself. It was essentially seeing how many problems you accrued. So yeah, you launch over. You're basically on the island. Basically, you're able to land on the island as they're about to swim up to it. And when you do that, you come skidding in, just onto the island. They start coming up, and they've got this entire crate of just a bunch of fine fabrics, and they come up and they're like, "Oi, leave us alone, eh? We found it first. Get the fuck off, mate. It's ours. What are you doing?" And the lady goes to pull out a blunderbuss. You are currently not at blunderbuss range. You are currently at a medium range. But she's currently coming to get you with a blunderbuss, which is going to have a difficulty of 3 with a timer of 2 to stop her. And Calico, what you up to?
I think I want to wait. Yeah, I think I want to get on this island and try to protect Grim from like getting really hurt and try to like, you know.
Yeah.
I want to fight him off. Try to grab all this stuff.
Sure. Feel free to give me a roll just to get onto the island. Essentially, it's figuring out how long it's going to take you to get there.
Oh.
Okay, so you got a victory. You also have that. Do you want to just belay the victory that you got? Do you want an injury, or do you want a problem?
I'll take an injury.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, you're able to launch yourself onto the island. And you don't launch quite as well. You are in the water coming up to them. But you will be able to hopefully help out in the next turn. Willie.
This takes one off then from having an injury, right? I bring this back, guys.
Yeah. I would take that because you already used that roll for the turn. But then you have these 3 dice still to roll.
Oh, do I still have to? Willie's turn. Do I still have to roll this?
No, you're
No, you
currently
did
on
your
the
turn,
island,
right?
but it's gonna be Billy's. Yep.
Okay. I'm almost at the chest.
You are almost at the chest. You're almost there.
You can do it. Because he's short and
Because I'm
stubby, he takes a little longer to like get anywhere.
Yeah, he's just kind of dog paddling.
Yeah.
But he's quick.
That was a victory, and then it cucked me. I swear to Christ.
Ivan, what you up to?
All right. So, do we have the normal Sea of Thieves equipment on us?
I just saw that, Leo. Yeah, you have the normal equipment.
Like even the throwables?
You don't currently have any throwables on you.
Okay.
Yeah. You can throw your tankard. That's about it.
She's at medium range with the blunderbuss. I'll take her up on that. I'll fire as well.
Okay.
Accuracy over blunderbuss, I guess.
Sure.
You know
what
what?
do you want to do?
You know what?
What?
I'll take an injury. But
Okay.
I want that to hit.
But you want that hit. Yeah. That is gonna you end up taking a shot and it doesn't hit her necessarily, but it does, you end up hitting the sand and it does blind her a little bit. And so that does cut down on her ability to aim at you. But she's still coming for you.
Okay.
Calico, what you up to? So that's, yep, stops there. Okay.
I would say currently, like, still heading over to the island to fight these people. Where am I at right now? I'm hella lost.
You are currently, your character is right here. You've gotten to the island. You were about to swim up and onto it to go help out. So yeah, essentially you can figure out. You're currently at a long distance at the moment, out in the water, just about to like get up onto the sand.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna say this corner over here is like the situation on the island. With like Tweedledee
Sure.
and then the check, just to give like a visual.
Like that.
I'll plan on like, well, I'm still like kind of far, so I'm just gonna keep swimming.
Okay.
Hopefully, I get there in time before any big injuries happen.
Okay. Holy shit! Holy shit!
Oh my god, she
Holy
is
shit! What is this?
Oh
Okay,
god.
I know what you rolled.
Oh,
She's got
I've been
5.
muted.
She's got 5.
I've been muted. I'm sorry.
Oh no, Theo, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I've just been cussing out, like a sailor, as all the luck is on that side of the table.
Yeah. So, that's gonna go down next turn. You managed to. Well, what do you do? I guess. How do you stop them from shooting him? Because you definitely stopped him.
I would say like I kind of shielded it with my cutlass. You had my cutlass out, and I used my cutlass and like kind of ricocheted bullets and tried to hit them.
Okay.
I didn't want trying to protect Grim, so I used my cutlass to protect it. Just standing in front of him. Oh,
Sure. Yeah. When you go over and you manage to deflect with a sword, it doesn't obviously like hit them at all or incapacitate them in that sense, but they definitely are taken aback by the fact that this just like powdered up lady just ran out of the water and just deflected a bullet with her sword. And she's just gonna throw her gun on the ground and go, I give. Oh dear, and she's gonna try to start saying something, trying to make up for it, while the other guy currently has the crate of cloth and he's just kind of sitting there like, just kind of looking at you guys from behind her, and they are currently at bay. For the two in the water.
I'm
Will-
going for it.
oh my god!
Now or nothing. You just need one victory.
A comedy of errors.
Oh my god.
Whew.
Okay.
Willie, could you narrate how you dive into the ship and get the chest?
I take one last big breath, and I just go straight down. My little stubby legs kicking down.
Nicely done. Yep. You resurface and you have the chest in your hands. I will find a chest in a second to give you.
I'm interested to see what
And-
kind it is.
As you swim out of the ship, it sinks beneath you. You see it just kind of disappear into the deep blue of the ocean as you have this chest. So way to go, guys. And for the other people as well, who are currently on the island, you are currently at a standstill with the two people at the moment.
Wait,
and
so we
these
get
are-
two? Sweet.
This is
Oh.
The crate.
oh god. Oh god. Oh god. This wait. No. There we go. So this is over here still. They technically have the crate still, but you, Shorty, are going to have that. Cool. Yeah, so you guys are currently at a standstill with the people with the cloth. What do you say to them? They're currently just standing there like, ah!
I want to kick the back of their knees, make them go on the knees so they can drop everything, kind of, be in full surrender. And then have Calico kind of use her hook to be the threatening one, right? She's still in her brutal mode. She's just Captain America with her damn sword.
Sure.
I'm just gonna ask the two idiots and the lady, where'd you get this crate of cloth from?
They just they look at each other and then they look at you, and the one lady says, "None of your business."
And then I'm just there with my hook. Answer the question. Answer.
She reaches over and she takes a piece of the cloth, and maybe the smartest thing she's ever done in her life is she flings it over your hook and she pulls it taut. She goes, don't move or the cloth gets it. And she's just standing there. You've currently got your hook stuck in the cloth, and she's just holding on to it.
Where am I?
You are currently floating out in the water at the moment. You see the ship go down, and you don't see Willie for a moment, and then like a couple seconds later, you just hear, and he surfaces next to you with the chest in his hands, and you guys are currently doing that. What do you say? Anything? Do anything?
First I say, damn it, I wanted to get that, and then just say, all right, well, take it back to the ship, and then I start swimming over towards the island.
Sure. So you end up. Which one is you? This is you, right?
Yep. Yes.
There you go. So you start swimming over to the island. Willie, God dang it. Willie, do you follow in suit? What are you doing?
I'm heading towards our ship.
So Willie, when you start heading towards your ship, you're swimming back, and you're kind of getting this bad feeling in your stomach at the moment, and you're kind of like looking under the water, like is there a shark or anything like that, and you're not really able to tell. And then as you're looking at your ship, you suddenly notice that it is just slowly turning away from the island.
Fucking Duke, I swear to Christ.
And as you're sitting there watching it turn, you see somebody come out from underneath from the hold, and it's the lady, it's the captain that you saw earlier. And she's getting some ropes and things like that. And she kind of looks over at the island, making sure everybody's on there, and she looks down at you, and she's gonna run over to a cannon, and she's gonna start trying to shoot you with the cannon. I'll get a different one for her. Give me one
Oh, this
second.
is Tweedledee. I'm sorry.
Mhm. While you guys were doing other things, while you were doing other things, the lady that you shot off the helm ended up falling off the ship, and she ended up swimming around you guys. And as soon as she saw that you guys were going to go over to the island, she rounded up. From behind you, actually, TBG, you get to about over here, and as you're approaching the rest of the group, but you're still kind of in the water, you actually just see some bubbles from around you, and you end up seeing the other guy with the eye patch go and surfaces right in front of you. He's currently in the water, just like, he looks blue. He's been under there for a while in a sunken ship, and he has just surfaced, and he's basically drowning. Like, he's not going to keep himself up, but he's currently like clawing at everything right in front of you at the moment.
Are you asking what I do?
You don't have to do anything, I guess.
Yeah. I'm going to turn my eye reach around, and then I'm going to hit him with the blunt end, then knock him back in the water.
Just give me a flavor roll. It's not an actual roll.
Oh, those work. Sweet.
You know when it doesn't matter? Yeah, that's when you're gonna get the bullseye. There you go.
For real.
That is his
Every
curse.
time.
Yeah, you do. You butt him, and you get him right in the nose, so he's already having breathing issues, and you just go and he just starts heaving, hacking, and he just goes and you just don't see him. He just kind of disappears. For the rest of the group on the island, hook around the cloth. You guys are kind of at a standstill at the moment. How are you feeling?
Ooh, my other question is, do the people on the island know that I'm coming, minus Calico and Grim?
They are too preoccupied with the current situation at the moment.
Okay.
For the problem in this instance, because you guys are currently hooked up here, I'm going to say that Tweedledum is going to rip the cloth if you guys aren't able to talk her down. It's not a hard one, but she's going to do it if you really blunder it.
Okay. I'll take an action. I'm gonna roll first before I say what I want to do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just have that cancel each other out, you know, maybe.
Okay. All right.
And I'll just go with conversation. I'll just
yeah.
I'll just say, like, now calm down. I'm not gonna kill you. I just want to know where the hell you got this from.
It's none of your business. I'm sure you probably already know. We want the cloth, and we want to get off this island and go sell it. That's all we want.
And she starts pulling a little bit on the fabric. Calico, you've got a deranged woman on the other side of the cloth that's hooked to you. What do you do?
Me picturing this, I'm thinking the hook is like this, so the cloth would be like at the top right here, and I'm thinking I can kind of curve this over to get it out to the opening side, you know, to get it not ripped and damaged or anything, just in case it is theirs or if it isn't theirs.
A little finesse, sure.
Yeah, so I can try to jimmy my way out of the cloth, my hook. Okay, I guess I'm not successful.
You're just gonna belay it?
I guess so.
Sure. Okay, so that's gonna end up belaying. I'm gonna say that because you're in your brutal phase, usually you'd be kind of a little bit slicker and just be able to go whoop and get it out. But because you're angry because you've been chasing these idiots for so long, you're just kind of like, you're tensed up.
I'm dealing with my crewmates getting stuck in the cannons. I'm frustrated at this point.
It's like a cartoon more than fucking.
God.
And Willie, you're currently in the water with a chest at the moment. What you thinking? What are you doing? There's
Theo's not too far from me still, right?
Yeah, you're probably like one turn away from being able to get onto the ship, but you are technically within cannon shot in a moment.
Like, first, I would like to ask Theo who's driving the ship.
I like how you turn around and then Theo's not there.
Yep, Theo isn't there.
Oh,
You are alone.
He's blind.
So
He can't see.
You turn around and you see that Theo's not there, and from behind you, you just hear, "Get off of me, you sick of the..." And she's gonna go and get ready to strike the cannon. What do you do? By the way, your problem currently is that you are going to get killed by a cannon.
Swim under.
Bob and weave.
All right.
Nailed it.
Oh, okay.
All right. We're gonna say you start going under. TBG, what you do?
I'm going to see if I can sneak up behind Tweedledee and Tweedledum,
Okay.
and then
Just knock him out.
oh, you want me to knock him out?
Just knock him the fuck out.
Oh, okay. Because I was just gonna sneak up behind him with the cutlass, and just like, and just flip over to like Debonair, be like, "Ma'am, that's very unbecoming."
All right.
Alright.
Oh, good job.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I didn't look.
There you go.
If he had a camera, we'd just see this.
No, more like no hands covered, but I have like looking out of one eye.
Oh,
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. You sweet talk the heck out of them. Essentially, you trot up right next to them, like right next to her specifically, and you're like, it's not very becoming of you. And she gets really taken aback, and she just drops the crate and looks at you and just goes like, ah! And just starts screaming. The other guy goes to like take out a sword to like start doing something and just drops it on the floor. Like these two are just absolutely just bumfuckling their way through this. And you currently have a chest that's in front of you at the moment.
Yeah, I just.
they didn't run away, did they?
No, they're currently just they're hugging each other. They don't know what they're doing. They're on a foreign island, and there's just.
Can I just take their stuff if they have like possibly a banana or two?
Sure. Yeah. When you go through, you end up getting a banana. You get one banana.
Okay. I'm gonna.
There might be more on them. I'm gonna have somebody else roll or whatever to get that banana.
Okay.
From them. Cool. Yeah, Calico. What do you do in this situation? You currently have the fabric on your hook. It's not ripped. You're just kind of holding on to it. Do you pick up the box? Do you just talk to them?
I'll hold the box.
Okay. So you've got the box. And Willie, you're about to be shot with a cannon. And you're trying to swim under.
What happens if I flip my card over?
If you flip your card over, essentially you can start role playing with this essentially this attribute. Yeah. And it doesn't even have to be something just for this turn. You can keep role playing it, but because you do this, you get 1 dice for this turn specifically.
Okay.
So
I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
There's the
seems
dice.
appropriate.
He's just gonna be careless with his swimming and dodging, and he's just gonna like flail his little body all over the place.
There we go.
Yes.
Holy cow. Yep.
So I'm going straight forward. Like, no more dodging, no more bobbing, no more weaving. We're just going.
The little dwarf is
Yeah.
angry.
Yep.
Like he starts bobbing and weaving, realizes, oh wait, I can't run. I can't outrun cannon range. Screw it.
You do that. You end up going straight for the ship, and right as she's about to fire, you can hear it as you're about to kind of like dive forward. Is her cannon thing just goes clunk against the side of the ship, and she fires. And now all of you are completely privy to the fact that there is somebody on your ship that is not one of your crewmates. Every single one of you, including these two.
Okay.
Everybody knows essentially what's going on in terms of there is something amiss at the boat. And you can see this thing still kind of turning because it's been unanchored and is desailed at the moment. So it's just been slowly turning away from the island as you guys have been talking. If you guys would like to keep the boat, you guys have a difficulty of 7 with a timer of 5, sorry. A timer of 5 to get your ship back.
Is it my
and-
turn?
It's
Yeah.
Willie rolled. Yep, so it's gonna be your turn.
Can I just add a little bit?
Mhm.
Kind of just knock Tweedledee and Tweedledum out so they don't do anything more stupid while we like deal with this situation.
I'll give you
Is
that.
it-
Give me a flavor roll just to see how well it works.
Okay. Can I? Yeah, I want to use the banana first.
I'll do that. Ah. Like that.
Yatta!
Sorry, I forgot the die. I'm sorry. Give me that banana. Fuck you. There's your dice. All right.
Oh. Wait, okay, there we go.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, all of them. There we go. Okay.
Nice.
Not bad. It's not the bad.
Yeah. So, essentially, you managed to just take. What I'll say is, you probably take the crate from Calico and you just go dunk and just hand it back to her. And they're out like a light. So, yeah. Cool. What are you guys gonna do now for getting back to the ship?
I still have an eye of reach, so I'm looking to see who the hell is on our boat, and if they're within sight.
Okay.
Do I see them or?
So what you see is Shorty essentially right at the ladder of the ship that's currently turning, and you see I don't remember her name. Anyway, the captain is currently running back to the helm and is going to start turning the ship.
Okay, well, I shot off the helm before, so let's try that again.
All right.
Oh,
Call back. You guys got any like food?
Unfortunately, when you went to shoot yourself out of your own gun, you got in the wrong gun.
oh.
All right.
Yeah, Ivan, what's up?
I want to. This is a Kraken Watchtower. I'm pretty sure there are literal watchtowers. I want to get more of a high advantage, and also because of the distance, I'm guessing I get an advantage because I'm using the Eye of Reach to take a shot.
Sure.
Long distance.
Yeah.
Wait, if that's the case, I should have gotten one.
Oh, you're right. Roll. You got to remind me of these things. You got to remind me.
It's fine. I didn't remember either.
Okay, well.
Should have said anything.
Oh
I like how like when I screw up, right? And they're like, "Oh yeah, I should have done something else." And then ladies look like, "Oh, so you pushing it? So you really gonna push it?"
Somebody
Okay.
on either streams, please clip these moments. It's easy for me to edit.
I mean, D&D
Ivan.
failures brought to you by the TBG. I'll be here all week.
Ivan, you get an additional die for
Yes.
your roll. So let's see what you can do.
Okay.
I'm just gonna ignore your roll. I'm gonna be frank, Theo. I'm just ignoring everything that just happened.
It's fair. I want to ignore it too. What?
Wow. Nicely done. I'm gonna say that you managed to get a good chest shot out of that. For sure. That's gonna bump the timer up by 1, and we're gonna dock that down to 3.
Thank you, baby.
Nicely
It should
done.
be 2. Right? Oh no, was that 7? My bad. Never mind.
Yeah, it was
I
7.
thought it was at 6 for a second.
No, please correct my math, because good lord.
Calico.
up?
I plan on like really just swimming over since I have this creative cloth.
I would say drop it because I'm still on the island in the watchtower. So
Yeah.
hands are
Me
free.
and the Iron are still here.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so I'll just drop it onto the island and then like swim over. I'll try to swim over and then like try to do some damage on her
You can do the lunge to try to get there in time as she's
with the
trying to
cutlass
turn
that I
it.
do have.
Doing the lunge. Heck yeah.
All right. Oh,
Nicely done.
wait.
By the way, is it still
Man,
raining out of curiosity?
how does it feel to like be good at the video game?
Listen, this is probably the most luck that I've ever gotten in any video game. Let's be honest.
Cool. Yeah, so we're gonna take 2 off from that. Calico, you managed to lunge over to the ship. And the captain who's currently on the ship, who's trying to get back up and go to the helm, just ends up getting completely distracted by the fact that there's more people coming, especially the fact that you're flying at like the speed of sound across the water right now. And so she is not going to actually try to get away with the ship anymore. She is now going to try to kill you guys. She's going to kill, or actually, no, sorry, she's not going to kill you guys. She's going to try to sink the ship from the inside. That is going to be difficulty of 2 because she's super wounded with a timer of like 7. Yeah, it essentially just, she is abandoning that solution to her own problem, and she's going to just try to destroy the ship. Willie, you're at the ship. I'm going to say that you're already basically up the ladder unless you want to be positioned differently.
No, that sounds good. So
Okay. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and roll before I say what's about to happen.
Sure.
I'm just standing there. I don't see her. I don't know what's going on.
He's like, where'd she go?
Oh,
Jordy
Did you
loads
leave,
himself
guys?
into the cannon.
I'll be back. I'll be back 1 second.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, Theo. You're currently on the island. You just saw Grim just take a fantastic shot, just pew past you. How you feeling?
I don't know if disappointment is strong enough of a word.
I'm just putting this here unless you want to shoot again, because then you can do that.
Yeah. If I can still see her, I'm gonna still shoot.
Go for it. Yep, and you get that
3.
third die.
Yeah.
With the
All right.
Yeah. Theo, I believe, man. I believe.
I'm glad someone believes because I don't.
Theo. Wow!
Oh my god. All right. So I guess I'm just like, you know what? Today has really been like a Monday. And then, like as I take aim, like I see her, like I see like the resignation like on her face. I'm just like, I inhale, pull the trigger, and then I watch her face explode.
And you do, and it's just it's a fountain of blood. It's absolutely disgusting.
Do I get sprayed?
You do. You don't even know where from. You just know you're getting sprayed with blood. You're just in a cannon, like, what is happening? And then, yeah, her body just thuds against the floor. And she was at one of the barrels, and you can tell she was going through to try to find like a fire like shot, but she obviously was not able to because you cremated her. And so this whole debacle comes to an end, and you guys managed to stop Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and you guys are currently holding onto your ship. What do you guys want to do since you have a dead body on your ship? You have 2 unconscious fellows on the island. You have a crate of stuff that's currently on the island with a couple of you, and then you also have the chest currently here. What is your game plan?
I want to say I'll go back. I'll loot Tweedledee and Tweedledum again. If I find anything, I'll like keep it on me, or possibly like throw it in the crate as well, so that way I can carry over to the boat.
Sure.
Right. I guess as he's looting, I look to him like, are we leaving him here, or are we giving him a ride back to Sanctuary? Because they're mostly harmless. Stupid, extremely, but mostly harmless.
We can leave them here, so that way the only people they can harm is each other.
Like Theo just shrugs. Fine with me. Survival to fitness, all that. As I limp my way and hop in the water.
Do I find any banana on them? The other one, so I can like toss to Theo before he leaves.
Theo, not only do you find bananas on them, you find bananas on the island that you were next to. You find bananas in your own pockets. You find bananas basically just everywhere you can look. In fact, you've had so many bananas you can see through your eyelids, because that's how bananas work, I think. You see bananas fall from the sky, quite literally. There's bananas everywhere. You are...
So you saying I turned from Theo to Magilla Gorilla?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
You are healed up officially. You are 100% healed up. You have a banana on yourself. I will take all of this shenanigans here. Don't worry about it. Oh shit. Well, okay.
Do I find a note of some kind on them? On Tweedledee and Tweedledum? Maybe I can.
Oh god, I have a glitch. No, it is a glitch. Okay, I gotta catch this one. No, wait.
I can help you.
This is totally. It's okay. Get it.
Wait!
No! Oh, there it is. All right, we're good.
Oh my god. What has happened when I left?
Okay.
What the hell?
It's okay.
I had a good
everything's
roll,
done.
and then things went sideways.
What was I saying? What just happened?
I
Everything
asked
with
if
bananas.
I found like a note of some kind on Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
No, you don't find anything on them currently.
Okay.
If you when you guys get back to your ship, when you go through the pockets of the captain, the pirate captain, you find like a nice compass. You find a couple other things, but you don't find anything that indicates like, oh, they had a mission out for you or something like that.
I'd like to start mopping up blood.
Yeah, you do that. You do that.
Like,
what do you use?
As that happens, I just look.
Fuck it.
I just look at Grim and just like, he's clean.
There's no way Tweedledee and Tweedledum are the ones who stole something from the Merchant Alliance and got away on a boat that wasn't even theirs to begin with.
Wait, what? Okay, so I'm lunging over to this ship. I don't know what the hell happened while I was gone. What?
No, we beat them all already. We're just trying to figure out like
Oh,
You guys end up beating them. Yep.
so I guess I'm just in the water, still trying to get to the ship.
Okay, Tweedledee and Tweedledum are currently left on the island, right?
yes. 100%.
Yep. And then let's see. The pirate captain is very dead and missing a head. And give me a moment, guys. Organization. Okay, and then Farmer Joe comes with me. Over to here. And I think I brought the boat back. Yep. No, so you guys are all together again. Yeah. So you guys get back on. You don't see anything of note. You've got all your supplies still. You're all good to go. There's nothing that's gonna necessarily get in your way. The skies are also cleared up now because there's been a storm. Everything is calm and collected. You guys aren't going to have much of a heading with the wind, but that's also not going to be against you either. So,
Okay. I guess question would be, unless you wanted to search the island, see if something was there, we could probably just take this, as I look at the crate, silk back to the Merchant Alliance.
Before we do that, do we want to take a look at the map and see if we can match up the islands with the riddle that we have?
I
You
guess see if there's one any nearby. I guess.
This ancient isle does not exist on written map. Actually, I'll probably take that back because it literally says it doesn't exist in the map.
I was waiting. I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah.
Okay, I say maybe we can sail like a longer way back to Sanctuary. Not that we're gonna stop on an island, but we kind of just want to like go up north, like take a wide turn, just so we can get like a look on both islands of Scurvy Isle and the Palms, and just kind of like big roundabout.
Sure.
Before we go.
Yeah.
Down.
When
That's
you guys, so you guys do that. You go through Kraken Watchtower, to Scurvy Isle, to Rear Rune. Do you stop any of those to check anything out?
I don't think so.
Hold on.
I will say when you start passing Scurvy Isle, you see some skeletons on it. You do not see a captain. You just see some skeletons.
Wow. I landed on the skull. Yes, let's go there.
You want to go to Scurvy? Okay. So you get to Scurvy Isle. There's
Before we do, I want to restock everybody.
Good idea. I'll say for bananas alone, since you guys were on an island and I was shooting bananas fucking everywhere, you are stocked up on bananas.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, you guys get close to that island, and you can see some skeletons that are roaming around. You don't see anything too of note, but you see like at least a barrel from the. We'll say you guys approach it originally from the south side. Do you want to look around it? Do you want to do anything?
I say we sail right by the are the skeletons like near the coast of the island?
They're kind of walking up and down it because it's just a small little island, so they're just kind of going up and down, just kind of doing their paces. A couple of them notice your ship and just kind of like and just kind of look over in your general direction, but they're just kind of doing their paces.
I say we do an assault. We like slowly kind of come to a stop without an anchor, and
Raise
we
sails.
just kind of shoot. Raise sails, and we shoot from the boat and on land, and kind of just do like an assault as they kind of they see us and start all coming towards us, and we just take them out one by one.
Okay, is that everybody's solution or thing?
Yeah.
I have to switch to a sniper, but yeah, I'm down with that.
I will say you guys currently the skeletons are blocking your path is going to be a level 5 with a forever timer. The timer will change if this changes into, say, the skeletons are going to kill you. So if you get onto the island, I'll change it. But for now, this is just what it's at.
For an advantage, are we in range with Eye of Reach or pistol?
Currently, I guess at this point you would have pulled up, so I'd say you're medium range from the ship. You could also, I don't know, shoot them with cannons.
I don't want to make noise.
Don't want to make noise?
Don't want to make that much noise.
Sure.
Wait, so we're not shooting them with cannons?
I don't think we should, because like we're just gonna draw more attention outside the skeletons.
I mean, I don't know if you know this or not, but guns are loud.
All right, so you want to go on the land and like just cutlass every skeleton just for like stealth sake?
Listen, I got a hook too.
Oh, that's right. You
I
can do
got-
that.
Yeah. I've done it before. I'll do it again.
All right, so all assault with swords.
missed
Let's
that.
do this.
All right.
If we're going with swords, I'm gonna change out my ire reach for the blunderbuss.
Yep.
Sure. Okay, so everybody switches out for that.
Now, same thing. I just want to do this. If anything goes wrong, shoot up in the air, in a direction. It's like a flare, you know.
Yep.
No one would be that dumb to shoot up in the air.
Cool. So I'm gonna say when you guys, I'm gonna say this is gonna go 2 at a time. So if you guys are just swimming out, you'll all 4 be able to start attacking at the same time. If not, 2 of you are gonna have to wait a turn to get onto the island to start helping hack.
2 at a time.
Okay. So we'll say for the 2 who end up landing, it's gonna be the skeletons are going to kill you. Yeah, we'll say that you guys are able to just shoot out to it because it's not that hard of a shot. But now you are rolling to fight against the skeletons.
Okay.
You are currently at the correct range for a blunderbuss at the moment.
So can TBG and Theo and Willie go first? Can they be the 2 first that get on the island?
Sure.
I'm careless, so it makes sense anyway. I probably
Yep.
just jump into the cannon anyway.
You're right.
Wait, don't go by cannon. I say we all.
Oh, we're swimming. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but we still get there
Okay.
2 at a
Dive
time.
into the water and swim in to the shore.
Okay, what's the solution? Concrete solution.
I just don't want to make noise. So if we shoot ourselves over, it's still gonna defeat the purpose of like
Are
making
we
noise.
thrusting ourselves over?
Yes, let's do the lunge thing off the boat and then go 2 at a time. Still though, like we give space. So Theo and Willie go first.
Yeah, that's fine. I would like to point out that my sword thrust is actually a pelvic thrust, and I launched myself towards the island.
He's not using his sword. He's using his other sword.
And he got the island pregnant. Cool.
So both of you roll?
So, yep. And you don't have to roll for the lunge. You're just rolling to do your attacks.
All right, so we're in blunderbuss range, so can I get an extra one?
Yeah.
You gonna shoot
and-
already?
Dupe. You can roll one more shorty if you were shooting from close range, if you want.
No, I was going for the cutlass. I thought we were doing no guns.
Yeah, I thought we were remaining silent. So
That was
swords.
the whole point of
Swords.
going onto the island.
Yeah.
Okay.
So TBG.
One more time.
I listen.
Cutlass.
Cutlass.
I'm
What is the
Cutlass.
solution?
Cutlass.
Oh,
Cutlass.
Cutlass. I'm slicing and dicing.
Yes.
Okay, I guess.
Okay. You get up.
We still have a whole faction that might see us. I don't want to do that.
You get up to the island. The skeletons are starting to approach. I'm going to say the first attack you do, you're not going to be in range for the extra dice. You could take a shot just from where you're at, and then the next turn you will be in range for like super close combat for the cutlass.
Okay.
So if you're trying to stay sneaky, that's okay. Just know you won't get an extra die this turn.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Should I roll again?
No, stay with that, please, for the love of God.
Yes.
Hey.
What? Hey!
wow.
I'm trying to high five you. It's not really this game doesn't work that way. Corona. Oh fuck. All right. So 2, 3.
Look at me! I didn't shoot myself in the face.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys end up doing that. You tag team fucking well. What about the other 2?
Let's come in. Let's go.
Okay. So you guys take a turn to get there. So it goes back to Willie and TBG.
Right.
Yes.
All right. So this time we get the extra dice, yes?
Yes, because you are within range.
Okay.
Boop. And I could have done that one, but that's okay. There you go. There's your die.
Whoa.
I love this thing. It's so fun. Okay. I was like, that's not a roll.
I will like problems, sir.
How many problems are you looking
Oh
at?
shit! I was wondering what that
yeah,
noise
I'm gonna go
was.
ahead and say 2 because I got people showing up. It's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna say one problem is
Hey!
you drop your cutlass. You're just gonna have to take one turn to pick it up. So when you
What's up,
would be
gamer?
doing
Thank you for the
something
host.
else, that's just being used for that. The second
What's up,
problem
design? Welcome.
is as you're going and you're attacking and
Thanks for the
stuff.
host, gamer. We are playing
There was a
tabletop
skeleton you didn't
simulator.
see
We are
that
doing
started coming
Sea
out of the
Thieves.
ground, and it went. And it's
We're doing Sea of Thieves RPG, the official Sea of Thieves tabletop RPG game. We have it done in Tabletop Simulator. So I know you guys are just coming here, but just like try to catch up. We're fighting some skeletons.
into the
It's a
ground.
pretty action-packed
do not
adventure
escape
so
its
far.
grasp. You can still attack. You are not locked in like sometimes with the problem stacking. You can still attack other people with your blunderbuss, but you cannot get away from this unless you work on that separately.
Okay. It's
Uh,
fine. I didn't want this character anyway.
Shorty, what did you want to do?
I'll take an injury and eat a banana.
We'll do that, and then you still keep one of your successes, and then the other two coming on. What do you guys want to do?
We're gonna roll
I
and
want to get on
Feel
this island, and I want to go like full on Call of Duty Black Ops zombies on these skeletons, but with the cutlass and my hook.
Okay.
Look at that.
yes.
How does it feel to be so good?
Wow.
You decided to put me on this side of the table.
Yeah, so you guys come. My God, literally, you guys get up onto the shore and you just see Grace being like doing the T-Rex attack, just going freaking crazy. And you can hear 115 from Call of Duty Black Ops 1 playing in the background. And yeah, you guys absolutely smash through those skeletons, like ferociously smashing through.
So TPG is fine.
Yeah, you guys do it. I'm gonna say, I mean, heck, like if you're smashing through all the skeletons, you're gonna smash through the one through Theo's leg. So
Ivan, you're muted.
Oh, my bad.
yeah, so you got through all of the skeletons on the island. Currently, what do you want to do?
I'm going to pick up my cutlass and act like I didn't drop it.
There you go.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, hold on to that. You kind of need that.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, I didn't see anything. You're good.
I mean, I have no eyes.
I'm gonna look at one-eyed Willie, be like, "You right," and then I'm gonna look at Graham, like you didn't drop yours. Correct.
Touche.
You right?
Touche. But I can just imagine Noah really pretending not to say anything, and all I see is him just like. So it's gonna. Yeah.
Boy, that is getting green screened to fuck later.
Yeah. So I guess we can like search why they were there. What were they guarding? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you start going around, checking around, things like that. Can I get a flavor roll from everybody?
Give you that die
Yeah.
back.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
Ah, sweet.
High five to you. Oh my
Oh,
god.
No! I want
The blind guy finds stuff.
Shorty, how do you find it? Whatever it is, you don't know what it is,
You
but
just
how do you
trip on
find
it.
it?
Question. Wait, hold up. Time out before anything. How do we all roll 1 skull and 2 bones, except Shorty?
Yo, the RNG right here is crazy.
Theo, I think when we all rubbed hands, 2/3 of us got corona from you, and Shorty is the only one who's currently still healthy.
Yeah, because he
You know
can't see
what?
the corona.
I accept this.
So yeah, no, I'm just gonna be walking forward, just like I don't know what the fuck they want me to find,
And,
trip over something.
Yep, you kind of go, and when you look back, you end up finding a skull
Oh.
that is on the ground. It is actually next to the rest of the body.
Oh.
And the body is clutching a chest, but the chest is open and there's nothing inside. It is an empty one, but you can see the body is like this, and then the head is kind of displaced off to the side.
I pet the skull.
You pet the skull. Okay. You die. Cool. Yeah. So you found a skull. Anything else you guys were looking for, or want to do anything?
I think we're good to go back on the ship.
Okay.
Let's go turn this.
so you
Let's go turn
guys-
this stuff in.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys go back to your ship. Do you want to stop at Rear Rune Palms at all?
Yes,
Oh,
I
wait, hold
assume
on.
so. That was part of the plan, at least.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
go for it.
Sure.
I
yeah,
want to
so
take that empty chest with us as well.
Sure.
Wait, which way is this place?
Palms.
I don't have an empty chest card, so we're just gonna say that.
Oh,
we
pick
do
a
th-
room.
oh, I got it. Let me find a good one for this.
Is that an E or is that a C? I think that's a C.
There you go. We'll go with this one.
Palm.
We're just gonna say that this boy here is the empty crate.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna put that.
Now, just for like whatever's sake, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of the bones and just kind of like pop it in the chest as well, just so it can has weight in it, and possibly use as a decoy chest. You know, make it seem like we got something in there.
Remind me never to mess with you, Ivan. It's a
Throw
very
it
dangerous
overboard.
prospect. Yeah. Can I get for the trail home / to Rear Rune as you're going there? Can I get where people are going to be stationed?
I will be on the helm as usual.
Crow's nest.
Crow's Nest,
I'll take sales.
Sales, and we'll say Calico's downstairs chopping up a line with a credit card.
Yes.
And yeah, so you guys start heading towards Rerun, and Grim, can I get a roll? On the far east, you see the silhouette of a ship. It's a brig, if I remember correctly. You cannot see any details on it. You just see a ship pretty far off to the right. It's probably going to be around, like, you're almost to Rerun right now. It's probably off to like Shark Fin Camp or somewhere in that area. So it's a decent ways away.
I swear if that's
But
Duke.
it's just a far off ship. Yeah, that's what you see currently.
Okay. I'm gonna yell out ship to the east, so they're aware. And what do you guys want to do?
I just asked, are they close so far?
They're far east.
Hey.
I'm gonna
Wait,
just
so where are we?
I'm gonna just
are we
yell. I
still-
can't. We're on the way to the
Pick a room. Palms?
yeah.
Palm, yeah.
Yep.
I
Okay.
say, I personally say ignore them unless they're fairly close, and just keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Sure.
I volunteer to stay at the ship then. Once we get there.
When you get to Picaroon Palms over here, you don't see anything immediately on the island. It's just it's literally palms that you see at the moment while you're like off the ship.
Are there pineapples?
Or on the ship, sorry. Are there what?
Are there pineapples?
Yeah, there are.
They're banana-shaped pineapples, though.
They, would you believe they are super banana-shaped? Like, they are really phallic. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but they are sweet. So yeah, you find those immediately on the island, just on the outskirts.
Okay.
You guys want to go check? I'll stay on the ship.
Yeah. Same signal. Yeah.
Yep. Same signal.
All right. Let's go exploring.
Cool. You make your way around the island. You see a couple of barrels that are withered and aged. There's not really anything in them. You keep going around the island and you see some chickens and a couple snakes here and there, but you don't have any cages or anything for them. And you just keep kind of making your way around the island and you don't see anything. There's not really anything there.
Okay.
At least nothing that you wouldn't have to roll for.
Roll.
The
Yeah,
blind
that's
guy
fine.
wants to roll.
That's fine.
I mean, you can. What are you doing to search better?
Just gonna start digging like a dog, just in random spots.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I would suggest you move quickly.
Oh, it's good. It's good. I'll do that.
Boo! Boo! Why am I giving you a banana? Boo! Phallic banana. You know what? Just for that.
Wait, how are you launching it?
He has a cannon.
You literally have a cannon that can launch objects?
That's so good.
Oh my god.
Can we use that to launch it at the ships?
Knowing our luck, we'll launch ourselves off the table.
I know, for real, yeah.
I will
That'd be
simply
awesome
say
if we had a table with the ships on it and we could launch and see if we could actually hit it.
I will say for now, that's totally a possibility. Essentially, if there's ever like a death-defying roll where you guys are about to die, I will let one of you shoot your dice roll out of the cannon, is the idea.
Ooh, that's fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Shorty, you got 2 doohickeys.
2 doohickeys.
Yes. You do not see anything on the island. You search for a while. You dig in a couple of weird places. You just get some grubs. Nothing.
Can I
Nothing
keep
great.
a
At
rock?
one. Sure. You have a rock. Yeah. At one point, your like shovel like chunks into the sand, and you're like, oh, I found something. It's just another rock. You just find rocks and stuff. There is not really anything here.
Okay.
And the birds are flying around in the circle around the island. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
That
I
would be
did
you
about as
guys.
much as I could think of.
I'm reading this damn riddle. Can I scan the area again and see if that ship is coming closer?
Yeah, when you scan, the ship is not closer. The ship is not further away. Meaning that you moved to Picaroon, and they moved a little bit closer to you, from what you can tell.
Okay.
But they're not approaching you, really. They're just kind of keeping a distance.
What do you guys want to do?
Are we able? Can we use our spy glasses to like see what's going on over there? Are we able to see them from our spyglass?
They're probably too far still.
Probably. Still.
Ivan's character has been able to see them because of the spyglass.
Oh, okay,
but that's like all he can see. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. If you guys are done there and you're like okie dokie, you guys end up heading to Sanctuary Outpost.
Same positions.
Same positions.
Yep.
And you guys start making your way there, and you see Sanctuary Outpost approaching you on the front. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to end it for today.
Yay!
Woo!
I can no longer fail anymore because we're not playing.
Oh man.
Can we keep this map? Like, can we keep this, like...
Keep what?
This, yeah, that thing. Like, that's permanently on us.
Yeah, this is on you.
Okay, cool.
You currently have it. Unless you, like, bury it somewhere, you have the map. I had so much fun with this. Awesome. Cool. So that is where we're going to leave it, ladies and gentlemen. So, the next time, for a little preview, is that you guys end up getting to the island, and regardless of what you guys end up doing, on by yourselves, what you will end up finding out is who that ship was, as they will be coming to the island.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end it there, and I'll be in Discord to hang out.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna end it too. So see you guys around. Thank you so much for playing. Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
do 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 do.